Right, everyone. I have no idea why this is so yellow. I'm going to turn my light on and see if it makes a difference. I don't know why it does this sometimes. Yeah, who knows? Doesn't really matter. But yeah, it just looks weird otherwise, doesn't it? Right, Rob, how are you, mate? That's a shame you couldn't get on with your titanium gear. That was some really nice stuff, that was. But just checking my microphone. You know, if you don't get on with it, you don't get on with it, do you, sadly? Did you sell it? I know you were going to sell some, weren't you? Blue Man's Child, Henry, Bo Kraus, Lap Bricks, you right? There you go, it's just gone to normal colour now. Jim, you right, Jim? Good to see you on, mate. I was going to find out that knife. You know the knife I was saying is the worst knife I ever had? I've sent you a link to it. But when that knife came, both ends of the rivets had popped off and the knife had fallen apart. So I fixed it, and then about a week later, the bloody back springs broke. So yeah, terrible knife. Holy piece, it's for sale now, the knife and the torch, 105. Nice one. Yeah, if anyone wants a, what was it, titanium knife, EDC, everyday carry, legal carry knife, want it, and a torch. I'm all right, Henry. Thank you for asking. Richard, you're right. Alex, you're right. Zed. Bo, he was saying he's from Kansas, USA. I've been EDCing this today. What's your other account then, if I dare ask? Blue Man's Child. Yeah, don't forget the like. Thank you, Freddie. Yeah, so what's everyone been at? I've not really been up to much lately. Today I did quite a bit. Some of you was on the premiere I put on earlier. Right, Steve, that is a this is a cold steel pro light clip point that Zed Not Z sent me for my birthday. He heard me often saying I ain't got no cold steel. I've never had a cold steel knife. Closest I've ever had to a cold steel knife was the cold steel pocket shark. So he very kindly sent me this and the cold steel GI Tanto. Yeah, so that's pro light with clip point. RDP said it's a Fox Suru and Aurora A1 torch titanium, £105 UK only. Blue Man said I ordered some Osprey plates from Mark II DPM vest. Nice. Where'd you get them? eBay or somewhere else? Zed said glad it's getting some use. Yeah, I used it today. I'm going to EDC this for a good while, see how I get on with it. I am liking it, I tell you. Lovely blade sharpness as well. This is my usual EDC, but this, you can see how much that's been used. Look at the state of the blade. Crap all over it, blunt as bloody anything. No, it's nice. That's a Ganzo, but that's one of the, like, what I call it, the better Ganzos. Alex said, thought you'd be gaming tonight. I might do. I'm quite tired tonight, Alex. This is what I normally do on a Friday and Saturday, though. I normally do these. Rich said, dug through my bin. I managed to get 10 milk jugs. That's what I'm attempting to cut with a glaive. Bloody hell. Nice one, Rich. You'll see some footage of me cutting stuff with the bill hook soon, if not tomorrow, the next day. Cut better than I thought, even with the sharpening I gave it, which wasn't very good. I was struggling because I had to sharpen it after it was on the fucking handle. You know what I mean? 6 foot fucking handle. Well, you're right, mate. Blue said eBay, 10 for the front and back and filler. That's bloody good, isn't it? Bing, you right, mate? He said, all right, Mike, are you going to do a review and test video on the cold steel Tanto? I could do. I didn't really think about that, but yeah, I suppose I could. I still need to do a video on this, the old little stiletto dagger, but I couldn't find a lot of info on it. I wanted at least a little bit of info on it, but when you went on Todd's website, there was hardly any info for me to like give out. You know what I mean? At least these would, but yeah, I'll probably do a bit of a review on them. I would imagine there's loads of reviews of these, but yeah, behind those, Henry, is actually the real thing. I'll show you, but I have to cover them up for live streams. If you look here, it's actually behind there, really. But I have to cover it up because I have a habit of picking up guns. Same as that one, that's all behind there, really. Yeah. If you look up there, look, you can see the crossbow sticking out. And here, you can see the real baseball bat sticking out. And the end of the crossbow. But yeah, they are. What's behind that is actually really there. Brian, you right, mate? Liam said he's. Oh shit! I meant to say about that. I meant to listen to the bloody Queen and then do this. I fucking forgot. Brian, I've never got any from Wish or DHgate, but I've had some from GearBest. And GearBest do sell some all right knives, but they're a bit different to Wish and that, aren't they? Toby, you right, mate? One Queen to another, exactly. King to a Queen, I should say. Royalty to royalty. Jim said, didn't realise you'd been EDCing one of those Gantos. How do they hold up over time? Well, this one, Jim, this has got the G10 scales and steel liners. And apart from the pivot screw coming loose every now and then just through use, this has been absolutely solid. None of these screws have ever come loose. It's all still rock solid. As I say, this needs a little bit of tightening, but all of these kind of ones do eventually. But yeah, these Ganzo, like the G ones, really, really good. Yeah. I've been EDCing that for about 2 years. I think because it's because it's designed off a Spyderco, it's got their nice feel. It's been designed well. It's just has a cheaper copy, isn't it? Henry said, well, no one is going to be expecting that. Yeah, exactly. But in my normal videos, you'll see these uncovered. It's just I have to cover them up potentially for live streams. Yes, hidden in plain sight, exactly. SOS Power, you right, mate? He said, what are you eating for VE Day? Ha! You say that. I had a kebab earlier, so I just thought it just made me laugh. And you said I thought I probably had the most un-English thing, but English thing you could have. A kebab. But that was just because it was bank holiday, I don't cook the dinner. And it was the options were either everyone else cooks their own food and then I have 10 times as much stuff to clean up or get takeaway. So I said, let's get takeaway. Steve said, that's not a Spyderco blade design. Yeah, no, this isn't a Spyderco. This is a Ganzo G729. But it's based off of a Spyderco paramilitary, and they've added a axis lock. So I've noticed more and more people are breaking the social distancing, which is a shame. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I'm still, I'm not going to go out. But yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Jim said, good to hear. Pivot screws are nothing to worry about. Exactly. They're going to come on all knives. They'll come loose a bit because of just the movement, won't they? But yeah, this one, in 2 years, maybe more, I've never ever tightened these ones up. And on all my cheap knives that cost about 10 quid that was like this, they've come out, and even to the degree where I couldn't even put them back in again. They were so crap. Yeah. Very good, solid knife, that is, for the 12 quid I paid for it. Excellent knife. Alex, there's so many people on the news just now singing for VE Day, and none of them social distancing. How can the news get away with encouraging them? Yeah, I know what you mean. It's quite bizarre, really, isn't it? Every time I see stuff like that on the news, I think, well, they're not fucking standing 2 meters apart, are they? Blue Man said, do you consider the bill hook as a knife or a machete? I got a machete when I was 8 years old. Old one of my 25 blades. Nice. That's quite young to have a machete, isn't it? I don't know. It's more of a machete, though. Yeah, I think you're right there, Blue Man. It is more of a machete. Yes, kebab. I just finished it off just before this frying. I couldn't quite eat it, or I'd left about that much. Steve said it has a Benchmade type lock. That's it. It's like a Spyderco with an axis lock. That's what they call that. IDP said I also have 3 other folding knives for sale in the group. CRKT Desert Cruiser and the others there if anyone wants them. Bing said got a Pentagon Eppo's backpack. Partner bought it for me. This will replace my old camping bug-up bag. Nice one. I need to get myself some decent bags. You know, all my bags are sort of cheap ones. They hold up for what they are, and I always put a sewing kit in with them just in case. But the better the bag, you wouldn't need a sewing kit and all that, or a repair kit. Blue Man said, "Well, it was the time I got my shotgun." Nice. I'm assuming you're American then. I may be wrong though. Bruce said, "On the side, on the side." Don't forget to get your merchandise in, by the way. Is Nightbot working today? Video base right, Peaches. He said, I thought if you don't want to cut that micarta in half, you could do 1/2 micarta and 1/2 wood. That would look nice enough. Good idea. Blue Man said, no, he's British and proud of it. Nice. Yeah. Good on you, mate. Come from a rural background, then? Just guessing, yeah. It's just to have a machete and a shotgun at the age of 8. In certain circumstances, that's not unheard of, you know what I mean? Of course it ain't, but. Right, Zed. Did I say? Oh, no, I saw you on earlier, didn't I? Because you said about the knife. Axe said, never fear, a Ginger Yank is here. I'm sure we had a couple of Yanks in already. Who else was on? I can't see now. But good to see you on, mate. Being said, have a look online at Decathlon. There's some good camping stuff, Mike. Really good stuff. I believe it's a French outdoor company. I have most of the cooking and sleeping system from them. Nice one, will do. RDP said, when I can see it again, anyone in the UK who would like to buy some knives, including you, Mike, look into this group. Funny thing is, Rob, after you mentioned it, when I watched your video, I went straight on there. I didn't join though. Actually, I'm pretty sure a couple of wanks are here too. Yeah, definitely. Blue Man said, so are all the guns real back there, or surely not the M16? It's a bit of everything. DX, BB guns, replicas, used to be blank firers up there, but obviously no real firearms on the boards. Air guns as well, because they would need to be in a safe anyway, wouldn't they? Steve said, what's your favourite weapon on the posters? They are behind there, by the way. On there, I don't know. Depends. I like a lot of the stuff on there. But they are behind there. I'll show you. I'm going to make me show this one now. And this one's a bastard to get back on if you fuck it up. Because you're not allowed to show firearms on... You're not allowed to hold firearms on live streams anymore. But I don't trust YouTube, so I like to have them hidden. But that is exactly the thing. Didn't you get a notification, Freddie? That's a shame. RDP said there's loads of stuff posted all the time. I'll have to have a look on there. But I don't know what my favourite is. My machete bowie I made, the Chinese model Type 86Z bullpup rifle, the pump action shotgun. The Spaz 12 probably would be if it was a better version of it. Yeah, I've had to cover on my normal videos, Alex. I have them just shown. I just slide that to the side, and I have them showing. But because live streams and YouTube have gone a bit funny with their rules, I have to now hide my guns under a picture of themselves. It looks quite good though, doesn't it? You can't tell. You probably could have had a really good camera, but Jeremy said, "Love the hidden gun wall." It's a brilliant idea. Cheers, mate. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Because it's exactly it as well. So, yeah, as I say, look, you can see the crossbow poking out the edge there, and the baseball back there. Jennifer, you all right? Axe says, still say WeaponCollector would go bonkers if he went to the Big Sandy or Knob Creek. Brian said, got a sword for my 10th birthday. Collected all weapons since. What do you guys start with? I started with a... Oh, funny thing is, I bought a replica of my very first knife for my birthday, for my 40th birthday. My very first knife, at about the age of... I can't remember. I reckon I was about 10. Was German Army knife. You wouldn't have been able to trust me with a shotgun or a machete at the age of 8, mate. I tell you, someone would have been getting fucking hands chopped off or something, or dead. But yeah, we could just about be trusted with pen knives, me and Mark. And at about the age of 12, a sheath knife. But all my life we'd been playing with like toy weapons and toy swords and wooden swords and all stuff like that. Steve said, a friend of mine has a Spaz 12. It looks great. But it's a pain to shoot. It's heavy. Yeah, I bet it is. I've never really thought about it till you said that, but I bet that is quite heavy. Yeah, I might do about. I was going to do a Twitch stream tonight after this, but I don't know if I'll be able to because I was quite tired before I started this. Being as soon as the lockdown ends, I'll wait a few days to make sure it's safe. Then I'll go and do a shop, and then go camping. Nice one. That sounds good. Blue Man said, press one button and an arsenal of Rambo weapons appears and all. Yeah, like they're spinning around thing. That'd be good. Yeah, this looks like a load of I don't know, anything like cups or something. You know what I mean? And then you press a button, it spins around. Axe, I would. Yes. When I come over to America, I'm going to have to visit at least about 30 people. I'll have to come over for about 6 months to shoot everyone's guns. They're promising me. Being said, where did you get your 2 army knives you got for your birthday come from, Mike? Any idea? And the one with the black plastic scales is my cup of tea. Do you know what? I can't remember where I got them from. It was something like soldieroffortune.co.uk or something like that. I can tell you off of it. When I do a video, I'll do a video on them soon. I'm going to do a video on all the knives I've got recently, and I'll let you know then. SRS Power said, I'm thinking of buying a long-barreled pistol for shooting at my club. Surprisingly fun. You don't notice a 12-inch barrel and the wire out the back. Then, no, I bet you don't. When you're shooting it, I bet you don't. Yeah, that'd be good. You'll have to let us know what you get. Got any ideas what you'd want to get? Archetype, you right, mate? Video base said he's making a cake. Nice one. What are you making? Fraser, sadly couldn't get my £10 weapon done today. I had to help remove bags of rubbish out of my garden. Hey, you got plenty of time, Freddie. Yeah, this is a replica one, and I'll be honest, it's not amazing. It's this and the other one. They're worth a tenner. This is a Miltech copy. The original ones are Victorinox. But for what I wanted, which was just a replica of my original knife, this is perfect for me. But yeah. Yeah, don't take long, does it, Blue Man? Shaving it again soon. Henry said, what's my favourite crossbow? Pistol crossbow would either be, I look up there because it's there, the Horizon Redback, or possibly the Tomcat 2 for pistols. Like them both equally in their own different way. As for like a full-size crossbow, it would have been the Barnett Commando 2 compound crossbow, which I used to have, which is essentially a rifle version of the pistols, where it has a breaking stock to cock it, but Malk got pissed one night and broke it. A 700 fucking quid crossbow. I probably broke his Armex air rifle years ago, though, so we're about equal. Nah, I don't mind. My own fault for letting him do what he did. Mushroom hunting, Axe, I'm still hunting. Ollie said, hang on, I'll be right back. Got to set up my trail cam in the garden. Nice one. That's what I said. I'm thinking of either going cheap and buying a GSG 1911 or maybe a Wolfer PPQ. Right, let's have a look at that. Would that come up if I search that? What that? I suppose that would have to have a long extended barrel. Oh, no, I can see it. Yeah, yes, it's got like a to make it look like a silencer on it, which is the barrel, I'd assume, isn't it? And then the bit sticking out the back. Yeah, I bet you wouldn't know. I know what you mean. I can imagine you wouldn't notice that in the slightest when you're shooting it. And I suppose that one would be the same. So it looks like it's got a silencer on it, but it's the barrel and the sort of stick bit sticking out the back. Ron, right, mate? I still need to put your name on the board. I don't think I put your name on the board yet, Ron. For that donation. I don't know if I said I was going to do that, but being said, that's the only one. I cannot eat his mushrooms. I wouldn't. Right, I'll have a look at that later. I wouldn't do the mushrooms myself because I'm too risky. I find it. I don't trust myself that I can identify them good enough. Friend said, I've seen your video on them pistols, Sam. I want a pistol like that. Actually, nothing beats fresh picked morals and snakehead sauteed up with wild chives and garlic on top. Yeah, sounds good. On a bison burger. Tac 2, right, mate? Yeah, I'll check that out, Sam. You might have to post that on a normal comment for me to have a look. Alex said, always wondered what your accent is. Seems a bit familiar, but can't place it. Well, I'm home counties, technically. Bucks area, Buckinghamshire. But a lot of people think it sounds like other things. Blue Man said, I live in Cornwall. And today for VE Day, there was a ton of nice planes flying about. Nice. Now, unless Sam had put it on so that it came up, but it still didn't come up anyway. If you adjust the link ever so slightly, they'll actually post as a comment. But yeah, it still didn't come up anyway. I think you've got to add that to something else. I watched a video from one of those ring door cameras. Someone opened the door for a parcel. 3 men raided the house and shot him. Put him and his wife. This was in the UK. So be careful. That's mad, that, isn't it? Must have been something more to it than that, though. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it's pretty fucked up, isn't it? Now, typhoons was it, Tack? That's good. Said flew over Edinburgh today. Tack said, what can I say? I like that Andrew Zimmerman's saying to heart, if it looks good, try it. Nice. Zed said, don't talk to me about mushrooms. I had some mushrooms from the supermarket today. I've been farting like a hero all day. They don't do that to me, but I'll tell you what does. Red fucking peppers. I eat red peppers. I'll be fucking doing farting all day fucking long. Drives me around the bend. Like I said, that might be why I'm also home counties. Home counties sounds so much posher than it actually is. Yeah. The name of it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, he came out bleeding, asking for help, and a neighbour called the police. Blood all over him. Really horrible. I believe it was at Essex. Slingshot Warrior, you right, mate? How are you? Actually, except for some British dishes, that's a note. A lot of British dishes are quite simple. They're like a lot of the traditional foods are sort of like what I call ration food. You know, a lot of the recipes they'll stem from people having no fucking money, basically. My dad's favourite dinner was boiled mince and onions, boiled cabbage, and mashed potato. That says it all to me. That's a typical English fucking dish. Blue Man said, if you look behind you, the machete on the wall is one of mine. Which one? Which wall? There ain't a machete on that one anyway. What, that one? You got one of them. That really loves mushrooms. Screenshots. I'm doing good. Are you ever going to buy that roofing axe? Eventually I will. I've got to look in to see if I can find one that I like. Ron said 2 dislikes. Wonder why? Who knows? There's always. I think some people don't like being told to like something, so they do the opposite. That's honestly what I think. I'll show you some of my modded machetes in a minute if you want, Blue Man. Axel, I mean, why would they name it? Does that sound like an STD? Yeah, spotted dick, exactly. I get you, mate. Well, that definitely couldn't have that one. I made that myself. You mean that's a cookery. That's a homemade sword as well. Darius, right, mate? He said, "Can you do a video on the difference between a non-handmade samurai sword and a handmade samurai sword?" Yeah. All right. If you want, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Katab, yeah, I'm up for checking your stuff out. You'd have to There's no point sharing it on here though, because it just like goes into the ether for me. You're better off commenting on my latest video. Say, Mike, check out my project, and then I'll come and do it. I'll come and watch it for you. Here's a couple of my modded machetes I made recently. You won't see these anywhere either, because I made them. So this was my big bow machete. So that is, I think that's 11-inch blade on that. Quite thick as well. I'm going to be getting another one of those bolo machetes that I made this with and making a fucking gladius out of it soon. I'll show you the designs for that. So this is the design. This is what the blade will look like for the gladius anyway. It's going to be a long fucking build, but let me see. It's hard to get this so you can actually see the what I'm trying to show you. Very faint, but you can see the lines there. Fraser, what shotgun is that under the single barrel? That's a Spaz 12. Bing said VE Day, the only reason for the fights. I'd assume so, wouldn't it? Taylor Shaw. Right, mate. Thank you for your very kind birthday present, by the way, mate. I appreciate it. I don't think I've seen you since then. I'd say thank you. He said, sorry about the 10p. The fuckers charged me 20 cents for that. Yeah, yeah. Very sure. Went to send me a gift on I hope you don't mind me saying. He went to send me a gift on PayPal for my birthday. Accidentally put the decimal point in the wrong place, sent me 10p. That sounds like he got charged more than he sent. But yeah, that's pump action shotgun, side by side, single barrel, Spaz 12. The man said, what doesn't do us any good? Some of us go to the UK stream talking about knives and machetes. You'll have to explain that to me more, Blue Man. I don't actually know what you mean by that. Write it out again. A banana cake, is it? Yeah, gladius. I'm going to make a gladius out of a bolo machete. That'll be the blade. That should be fucking lovely. And here's my D-guard cutlass that I made as well. That's from a machete. But you know, you can show weapons and not be threatening. You know, I'm not being threatening, am I? Just showing things that have been bought and made and hobbies, isn't it? I don't think collecting weapons is any different than someone who collects cars or someone who collects dolls. It's how you act when you're talking about these things, isn't it? Yeah. So Blue Man said, "What doesn't do us any good? Someone goes on your UK stream and we're talking about knives and machetes." I don't know, mate. But no one's doing anything wrong. Shot said it's one of those English holidays. I don't know. VE Day, victory in Europe. It's the day that Hitler gave up World War II. It's the day that Hitler surrendered. So you should be celebrating it as well. Everyone in the world should celebrate VE Day because it's the day Hitler surrendered to the Allies. That's what VE Day is. Yeah, victory in Europe. That's the beginning of the end, or the end of the end, almost. You know what I mean? Yeah. Archetype said I was thinking of making a lie-on battery grenades. I don't know about that. If that's legal where you are. For instance, someone attacks you in your room, they're fucked. Right. I repeated Mike. Just don't say making a gladius sword, because you'll be repeating yourself. Gladius means sword. I did not know that. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Jack said, well, you are a weapon collector. Not wrong with that. Yes. Making knives from knives, exactly. Well, it's cheaper. If I wanted to buy a Bowie knife this big to this quality, it would probably cost me 50, 60 quid. That cost me 15 quid. And it's to my own specifications. Yeah, so it's a lot cheaper. Something like that would probably, that cost me tenner. That would probably cost me over 100 quid to buy, to buy somewhere, something like that. You know, it seems like a weird concept, but it's a lot cheaper. Right, I don't actually want a weird Hitler discussion. That's not something I want to be, not that kind of bullshit. You know what I mean? It will turn into weird, random fucking crap. Most people on here should know I don't sort of do politics. Ryan said, "Love that cutlass blade. It's nice, isn't it? I know I made it myself, but why I made it because it's a lovely blade shape, hasn't it? I thought I did quite a nice little swept up bit on that. Nah, it's just if you start doing all that shit, it goes a bit fucking mental, and I don't want to start having arguments about fucking, you know." Steve said that has a sax look to it. Which one? This one. Yeah, it does, I think, Steve. I meant to put more of a curve on it, like a traditional Bowie. But yeah, that was quite a difficult bit of steel to work with, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I nearly didn't call this the stream, Victor in Europe stream, because I knew it would start coming to weird. People can't help themselves; they have to get really fucking weird and demented. And political, and to be honest, it bores me to fucking death. And also, it's not something I talk about on streams. I'd rather this as an escape from that kind of stuff. B&B said, "What's your favourite shampoo?" Head and Shoulders. Slingshot said, "Have you been looking at roof axes?" I have looked. I'm waiting for the right price and the right kind of one. You get the ones with the tube handles. I don't want a tube handle and I don't want a wooden handle. And you can find them, but I haven't found one good for cheap yet. I want the ones with a steel head and a steel shaft that is one piece, like my Warhammers there. Granted, must try that shampoo. Do it. Get some. I have to stop playing with this. I just had the blade laid on my finger like that. Full tang. Which ones? All of them are. Yeah, the ones I've made are full tang. Yeah. Yeah, not that kind of warhammer. That kind of warhammer there, over my shoulder, just there. Ron said, "How much do M9 bayonets go for over there?" I'll be honest with you, I ain't got a clue. Nate said, "Have a look at the Cumulus Knife Co. They made Trooper boot knife. All right, I'll look into that. Just Head and Shoulders. That's what my girl from the start of Jaws uses now. Yeah, that's what I say. Things that I thought most of them were solid. No, you know what I mean. Like some of them are a head that's mounted on a steel tube. That's no good. Some of them are a head with a hole in, mounted on a wooden shaft. And some of them are one whole piece. The handle and the head are one whole piece. That's the kind I want. But for me, I can't find one cheap. I'm not prepared to spend more than a tenner on something like that. Fred said, "Who didn't learn having a blade on your finger like that hard one?" I'll tell you what I was doing. I thought I'd pulled out the saw, and the saw's got a cover on it, and I had it like that, and I realised it was a blade. Hey, said, "Can you believe it's the UK highest death rate in you?" Yeah, I find that fucking bizarre. Well, I thought they said it was the second highest in the world. How the fuck have we got more than either America or China or Russia or fucking Africa? I may be wrong about that anyway, though. Steve said, "Do you make accurate historical reproductions of nonsense?" Not really, not accurate. I just tend to, what I do, I look online and I'll see something like a cold steel thing that I want. Well, yeah, makes sense with China line. That's it. That's what I mean, Liam. No, I normally look on pictures and think, "Oh, I wouldn't mind that." Look at the price, see it's like 300 quid, and think, "All right, I'll make my own version." Budget bug out, you right, mate? Slingshot said, "Are you close to finishing slingshot rifle?" Not even close, mate. The trigger is still in the bag. I've not started that yet. I'm going to get my knife making obsession out the way first. But yeah, I've got the trigger ready. Tumbo, you right, mate? Good to see you on. So do I believe in aliens? I believe out there in the universe, there's definitely planets with living things on it, organisms on it, and probably intelligent as well. Definitely got to be. The size of the fucking universe, there has to be something out there. For us to be the only things, but I don't think we've ever been visited by aliens. Ron said your nurses need to make more TikTok videos. I've not seen them. Why, they're quite good, are they? I've seen the Pornhub ones. They said actually the US has more than double the deaths we have. Yeah, well, I didn't know which one it was, but they said I didn't know which one was the first. That's what I meant. Said I thought I heard someone say that we had the second highest death rate in the world. So that means we potentially had more than either US, Russia, China. You know what I mean? So it's America who's got the biggest one. Yeah. I think it's because your country is smaller than mine. I mean, how could we have more people dead? Or is it death rate? Oh, I have death rate. I suppose death rate and deaths is a different thing. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of it differently. But I thought, how could we have more deaths in this country than America, China? But yeah, death rate, I suppose, that's a different thing, isn't it? That people, at the rate they're dying. You're off, Henry. See you later, mate. They're normally a bit calmer than these streams. They're a bit of a it's getting the better of me at the minute. Right, on here, bug out. On live streams I have to cover up my guns, but behind these pictures are the real thing. but none of them are firearms. They're like BB guns, air rifles, deactivated guns, stuff like that. Things such said, I'm glad you like my new pistol crossbow box one. Yeah, they're good. They're good. You was nearly right, but budget bug out. You was actually nearly right there. It's a Chinese type 86S. 86S bullpup rifle. Nearly right. But don't be disheartened. No one's ever got that right. But yeah, I know China definitely lied about the amount of dead. Yeah, all I'm saying is I thought I heard someone say on the news we had the highest death count, second highest death count in the world, and I thought that's got to be bullshit. So I'm probably completely wrong with what I'm saying anyway, because death rate would be different to death count, and also, and I know that some of the countries they've got to be fucking lying. Russia was claiming they had one death for about fucking 2 months. That's total bollocks. That's impossible. We all know Russia's fucking, you know. You nearly got it right, budget bug out. Nearly. I'll give you half a point for that. That's better than everyone else who gets no points. Tumbo said, "Can I ask your opinion on a possible future war with China if this proves to be malicious?" Off the top of my head, I don't know, Tumbo. In all honesty, it would be a terrible fucking, you know. Who knows? I don't know. What kind of stuff would happen in that kind of war? You know what I mean? Jim said, I discovered that 18mm ply stops my crossbow box nicely halfway without fucking up the flights of 20 metres. That's going to save me the cost of a proper backstop. Just make sure they're not bending, Jim. Check they're straight afterwards. But yeah, it can be a pain in the arse trying to stop your bolts. Richard said, I found 2 of those longer ABS bolts you get with the Tomcat 2. They are 116 grain. We have to get around to speed testing them. Nice one. We need to look forward to that. Steve said, recently subscribed. This is the first stream I've seen of yours. Really good. Sorry for the keep getting in. I'm not normally quite like this, Steve. I don't normally go on. Well, I don't know. I quite often do have a bit of a rant. It's just you know, stuff going on. Stuff's been going on, and also there's been people doing some weird stuff to other YouTubers lately. So, you know, so that's why I'm getting a bit defensive with some of the comments that are being said. But I do sometimes suspect people do it deliberately. Tactical said, sorry about before. Honestly, put my phone on charge. I did admit it was me and tried not to troll, I'd say. Thomas said, bag of old clothes stops bolts reliably. Yeah, good at that. That's probably the easiest, simplest one, isn't it, Tumbo? Delete user said, what are the self-defense laws in the UK? That's too much to say. There's a whole video on that. You can't use any weapon for self-defense. If you say you've carrying or used anything for self-defense, it means you use it as a weapon, so you can probably get done for it. But if someone comes in your home and attacks you, depending on what you do, you can defend yourself and you can use a weapon, you know, depending on what they have. Reasonable force, basically. Is MC what's the one that Rambo used to wear? Slingshot said you could make an octagonal shaped shotgun. That said, by the way, when are you going to do the emergency weapons for shit in the fan? I don't know. Steve said no problem. Do you mean no, sorry, he said I completely understand. Richard said, just take the metal zippers off the clothes if you used them as a back target. Alex said, if you can't use a weapon for self-defense, why do you use your knife? How would you justify that if need be? Yeah, that's a good question. You've just got to hope you have a decent judge who understands. But yeah, you can't carry a knife for self-defense, but you can carry it because it's your utility knife. You know, and then if someone tried to kill you, you could defend yourself and just hope you don't have to go to prison for it. Basically, that's it. Really, there's a lot more to it than that. But Ron said, "Don't let them know it bothers you. Just ignore the comments like those because it encourages them." I can't help myself sometimes, Ryan. I don't know why I do it, and I know not to. I know not to rise to it, and I have a bad habit of not saying anything until it drives me around a bend, and then I sort of explode. Um, yeah, which I shouldn't really do. Being said, with us, I was on about the jacket, wasn't it? IDP's cotton and useless in the rain, but fine with a liner during the winter. Perhaps anyone got parties going on near me. Over the back from the whole cul-de-sac, they're having a street party. Nothing round here by the looks of it. Things that said, would the shotgun be legal if octagonal? I think it would. I did think about myself. Think about that for a second. I think it would be all right, yeah, because it's not points technically. Henry said, "Never mind. Finish my work really quick. Back again." How's the streaming going? No, for a bit, not good, but it's back to normal now. Tim, you right, mate? Yeah, I would warn people though, if just be wary what you say, and don't do stupid fucking threats or anything. You know what I mean? Even if it's a joke, because I don't take it as a joke. Especially if you're gonna do a fucking joke. Right, I'm joking. Tim, you right, mate? Thank you for that birthday gift I forced you into. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it, mate. Things that I haven't been around, Mike, but Jack Striker channel has gone from no videos to complete disappearance. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? There was a bloke on here earlier who I thought might, like, on Liam's stream. I don't think it would have been though. Who I thought might have been Jack, and I was going to ask him a secret coded message tonight if he was on, and if he could answer it, I could ask this person this question, and no one else would know I was asking if it was him. And if he answered it, I would know it's him then. But yeah, this person hasn't come on, so. Really basic, it's harder to ignore if it's aimed at you. Yeah, it also depends your mood and that. it could be a question about his garden, literally, but yeah, that kind of thing. I was going to ask a personal question that only he would know, but no one would know I was asking him. It wasn't personal enough that anyone would know it was him. Really basic. Blacks and Bros used to sell throwing discs, so should be okay. Yeah, you get your old cider down, Axe. Enjoy yourself. Alex said, "I like cats." I'm joking. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, anyone watching this new, I don't normally go on these horrible fucking around. I'm not in much of a, I thought I was in a really good mood today, but there's a couple of things wound me up, and then, yeah. Bruce said, "Really appreciate talking to all you guys, and don't fret on Mike, or you'll have half a Glasgow to speak to." Thank you, Bruce. That said, "What colour knickers was your first date wearing?" Oh, I don't know. I can't remember that back that far. I believe 1996. Black, probably. I think she was wearing all black. She wasn't a goth, though, but not far off of it. Really basic. I was going to get a cold steel throwing knife, but I think a more is way more useful. Plus, you need more than one throwing knife. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Oh, you're going to get me? Yeah, it's a pain in the ass having one throwing knife because just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then said to Captain Pirate, if it was dark and I didn't notice, it was that. It was what was inside them that I was interested in. Actually, Garden Witches sounds like a story to share around the beer cooler. That's Jack Striker. He's got tell you about the Garden Witch. I think so. You could make an octagonal chakram that has a round wooden hoop on the inside. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, it could have been Going Commander. I defeated Mike. I know what it is. You said earlier you were going to do another live stream, but you're tired. So that's more than likely the explanation. You need sleep, mate. It probably is that. It is that. Yeah, it definitely could be that. There's been a lot of stuff going on personally with me. I am tired, and then I'm always slightly suspicious of the no name, no content stuff, especially at the minute because there's a lot of weird shit going on with YouTubers at the minute. People being fucking doxxed and all stuff like that, and well, they weren't, but you know what I mean. But that kind of stuff. Alex said, anyone going Commander on the first date is definitely a little overconfident. Or definitely a fucks on first dates, which is even better. Jim said, I don't see how you can't get pissed off with people referencing intruding your house, whoever that twat was. Yeah, exactly, Jim, exactly. I know better. I know not to rise to it, but I can't help it sometimes. Dad said, mind you, I saw a girl the other day in really tight leggings. Talk about a camel toe. Gave the term lip reading an entire new meaning. Fuck's sake. Yeah, unless you're wearing a kilt, Bruce says. Yeah, sadly, Rob, I can't ever do the bloody slow mode on here now. It's nightmare. Thank you, Henry. Yeah, I know people would, me, I probably don't need it, but yeah, not here I don't, but you know what I mean, yeah. No, it's nice to have support. I don't think anyone would anyway, but and I would assume that bloke was joking anyway. But it's a poorly timed joke ain't gonna get you anywhere. You got to be sensible with the things you're saying to people. But it's different on here. This isn't like you can put a comment and I'll just ignore it. I'm reading every single comment. Steve said, do you ever get to travel to the US? No, I've not actually got a passport. I've got a mate who lives in America who I could actually, if I went to America, stay at his house. I wouldn't even have to have somewhere to stay. But in all honesty, I haven't got a lot of money, wouldn't be able to afford it. And this sounds weird. I've got no interest in traveling. Like, it'd be brilliant to go over to America and shoot guns and all that. But at the same time, I think, like, it don't do nothing for me. You know what I mean? Like, people have a real urge to go traveling. I don't really. I don't know why. Although what was I watching recently? I did watch something recently. Oh no, you know what it was? I was playing the fucking game, Broken Sword 5. And in there's a bit where he meets this couple who have been traveling around the world. And going to more of the remote sort of places. And I did think, I bet that'd be very interesting to do, or it might have been interesting to do about 30 years ago. I wouldn't want to go to remote places nowadays. You know what I mean? Being said, well, I bet it wasn't that different anyway then, but you know what I mean? Where am I? Being said, I've learned to be careful. That's why I don't talk about food and alcoholic beverages in case, especially if you're paranoid, you don't need that before bed. Yeah, exactly, Bing. You know, I can be quite a, you know, temperamental, funny bastard sometimes. So it's good to judge what you're writing. You know what I mean? Not you, but people. That's why it's better. You know, the regulars know. You know what I mean? But I know with the regulars, but I do sometimes suspect people do it on purpose. Well, that's the thing. They may not be doing it on purpose, but if I think they're doing it on purpose, I think they're doing it on purpose. And that's the problem. Yeah, quid each. Freddie, yeah, I'll be sorted. Alex said, have you ever left the country? And that's a surprising number of people who haven't. I've been to France when I was 12. Yeah, but not as an adult. Bruce said, I've never been abroad myself. Right? Jim said, I had a first date at a girl's house and she spotted the toothbrush, toothpaste, and boxer shorts in my bag. Luckily, she was just easy anyway and didn't judge me for it. Like I say, yeah, well, Jim was getting confident that night. That said, the moment someone offers up a chance to drive a tank, I bet it'll change his tune. Steve said, if you ever make it to Louisville, I'll treat you to a day at a gun range. I'm going to be doing that every day for 6 months, Steve, but I do appreciate it. Jinx said, please, Mike, make an octagonal shackram. It would be awesome. I'll try to. If I can get the bits cheap. Ron said, lots of conflict and hotspots around the world where you could heat up at any time. That's what I mean, Rob. I wouldn't risk it nowadays. I wouldn't do it anyway, but I did think that would be fun to do maybe 30 years ago. But as I say, I bet it's been the same forever anyway, isn't it? As Ed said, to be honest, though, if someone does HDT, I'd be tempted to go around to Mike's. I reckon if we pool our weapons, we could equip a admittedly small army for defence. I think you're right there, Zed. Alex said, I'm not a regular, but yeah, everyone has been really nice so far. Genuinely nice bunch of people. Thank you, Alex. Yeah, it is good on here. We have sort of, because I have less on than Liam, I can answer most people's comments and have like a more of a sort of standard chat. But there has been quite a few new people on tonight, and that's maybe the issue. I've you know, jumped the gun a bit on some people. Freddie said, you never know if someone is meaning it. It's not like you can see a person. That's the thing on the internet. You don't know, do you? Freddie said, oh, I'll be there, Zed. Join the WC Army. It was the WC gang last time. That's the army. Ron said, go to Russia in dead of winter. Get rid of your travel itch. RDP said, Mike, I've got 18 swords and tons of other stuff. That's what I mean. We could. You know, there could be 50 people come with nothing. And we could arm them. No, I don't have the radioactive poo, man. I normally have a fucking weird stalker bloke on here. I have to block every single fucking stream. But yeah. I think that may have been the other thing, because I was waiting for that to happen. But no, radioactive poo hasn't made it to mine yet. So tomorrow's video, I'm probably going to do the bill hook sharpening and then cutting. And what I did as a test video, I cut a milk bottle first, milk jug, and that cut so well, I thought, right, I'm going to go and get some Coke bottles. And I'd never willingly cut Coke bottles because they are a bastard to cut. Zed said to Freddie, we could take on the world. We might lose, of course, but we could take it on. Yeah, our little mercenary fucking outfit. Jim said, I know a bloke who travelled the world. He got kidnapped in Macedonia, taken to a cash point. They took all they could in one transaction, and they kept him tied up till they could take him again. Yeah, that's fucking mad, isn't it? Lucky for him, he went out the room. He managed to get free. He had to stab a bloke to get away. Film producer offered him money to have the rights to his story. It was quite a thing in the media. That sounds insane, Tim. Yeah, that's what you got to be wary. You can't just, travel anywhere. Seems that all it would take is pieces of steel plate and 2 pieces of wood, and the tools that you got to use to do it. As I've said, just bloody realised the stream wasn't live. Oh, fuck's sake. How far would you be behind? I hate when that happens. Zed said radioactive poo, the glowing shitting jogger. Oh, yeah. Not the glowing shitting jogger, but yes, it could be if it was. Yeah. Yeah, Liam has a bloke coming on his streams saying, what was he saying? Did he say something radioactive and our shit is glowing? What can he do? Or something like that. Well, his shit's yellow, I don't know. No, Iron Man gets on occasionally, Bing, not as much as he used to. Fridays, probably had a drink. And Nell again. No, Nell actually is normally on. Nell is normally on a Friday. Bruce said, how'd you sharpen your knife, Mike? Yeah, frigging in the rigging. Depending on how blunt they are, I'll give them an initial. Like, say if they're really fucking blunt, I'll get to the edge using my little belt sander, sorry. And then I'll put them on one of those four-sided diamond sharpeners. Do that, and then I'll take it to a whetstone, and then I'll strop it. But I never really get things like razor sharp. Dak said, go to Germany, Mike. Absolutely great place, great beer. Yeah, yeah. And the food is dog's bite. That does sound good. And that's the kind of place you're sort of still safe. Weapons Off said, originally was like, help, I ate something radioactive. Then it turned into spam about help, my poo is radioactive. Ron said, the next Kool-Aid cult. Radioactive poo, man. Yeah. Simon, you right, mate? Good to see you on. I don't mind shit talk. At least that's sort of funny, isn't it? It always comes back to shitting. We were talking about farting earlier, weren't we? And then 5 minutes before the stream ends, right when I don't want to do it, we'll be talking about fucking food. But I let that go nowadays. I used to get actually angry about the food talk at night, but it's one of those things that always comes up. I think it's because like when the conversation starts to dry up or something, it always comes back to food all the time. It just, you can't be helped. You know what I mean? So I let that go nowadays. Well, I never would have said anything in the first one, but I did tell someone off once for keep doing, because I thought they was doing it on purpose. Green shit, too many peas. Then said Nellie's probably too drunk. Well, that's what I thought. I knew you definitely wasn't doing it deliberately last night, Liam. I know you wouldn't. Liam said I was doing that last night about the bloody hoisin sauce, but I know you wouldn't do that on purpose. Never in a million years. But it comes up. How did that come up? Because how I know that wasn't on purpose, because it was so just totally organic. The whole food talk last night on my Twitch stream came about from Big Trouble in Little China. That's how easy it happens. Mentioned Big Trouble in Little China. Next thing we're talking about fucking hoisin sauce. And I had to fucking eat a load of food when the fucking stream ended. 12 o'clock at night. It was 1 o'clock at night. I just had to go and eat something because we've been fucking talking about food. Slingshot said, you have the tools, Mike. It doesn't have to be cut out of a solid piece of steel because you'll be sandwiching it on the wooden hoop. I'll look into it. Maybe you'll have to draw us up a design, Slingshot. Draw me up a design of what you mean and show me. Alex said, why are we not allowed to talk about food? No, you can. You can if you want to. But I used to hate it. I still do. But I won't moan about it anymore. Because I know it's just a weird organic thing that always comes up. Ron said, what would be your last meal if the nuke started dropping? Probably some kind of seafood paella. Hardly be it's all in the reflexes. Yeah, exactly. I had to go and get a dagger down. That one. So there's it. I ain't trying to point with this. Yeah, Jack Burton burger. That's all it is. Mentioned Big Trouble in Little China, Jack Burton burger, and that's it. Last half an hour talking about fucking food. My mouth watering. Red said on the other day, I was talking about Chinese takeover. Yeah, that's the thing, and I don't mind, because it comes up so naturally all the time. Food, like To be honest, if there was a stream where food didn't come up, I'd be a bit shocked in all honesty. Cheers, Bing. Oh, and Nightbot is working. Yes, if you don't need to walk, you're going to have the prawns. Exactly, Freddie. I fucking masses of prawns and some tenant super. Yeah, that's it, Liam. It's like politics. Yeah. I know when it comes up naturally. Put it this way, and I know when it doesn't. And I knew last night it was totally. You know what I mean, it just came up, and it comes up in conversation, doesn't it? Is Nightbot an essential worker? Was it should or it shouldn't be? Bruce said, "What's my favourite kind of food? Anything. I don't know. Anything really. Foreign food, really. I like stuff with a lot of flavour." John, right, John, good to see you on. He said, "Chugs whiskey, then off myself." To not die a fallout and we get nuked. I thought you was on about tonight for a second then. Her said I had a nice Chinese the other day. Pleasant girl she was. For my birthday, I had 2 cans of tenant super and a whole bottle of vodka, big one. Yeah. Now I'm gonna have about a month off drinking to fucking recover. Simon said, "Got some D-Ax if you'd like to do a bit on Mike when you get a chance." All right. So what do you mean, Simon? Well, like do a video on them. Did you mention that before? Tim said, "Super tea." I thought you'd be on the vodka. No, I was. Someone bought me 2 cans of tenant super as a treat, though. Actually, I've seen YouTubers going out filming claiming they are essential workers because they're providing entertainment. Fuck's sake. Tax said, "What about an MP covered in food? What to eat?" Ron said, "Drive-through strip clubs here in the States." Well, that sounds good. Alex said, "Yeah, I read that, didn't I?" Freddie said, "Like, what else me and Liam talked about yesterday? Won't say to bring up the arguments again." That's all good, Freddie. You can talk about whatever you want. I don't talk about politics anyway, purely because, in all honesty, I don't really talk about politics in my private life. So if I can't actually have a discussion with anyone here anyway. And the other thing is, I like my streams to be like an escape from all the crap. Come on here and sort of have a laugh and a lighter sort of fun time, not a really fucking harsh discussion about really shit things. You know what I mean? But on my Twitch streams, they're slightly different again anyway, because less people on there, which means you can have a bit of a discussion about certain things because it's not going to turn into a weird argument. You're right, Slim. Bruce said, "I used stay behind the tents factory in Glasgow." Nice. You're off, Rich. Good night, mate. See you tomorrow. I hope you're finishing your shed tomorrow. Jim said, "I always preferred Kestrel Super, King of Tractor." I used to drink that as well. I'll tell you, the only one out of all of them I didn't really like was Special Brew, because I found Special Brew had a bit of a weird orangey taste. But yeah, Kestrel Super and Crest Super. Crest Super, or which one was it? Was it Kestrel or Crest? One of them was 10%. Yeah, I used to drink them as well, Jim. SMS Custom, I'm looking for a good air rifle. Any recommendations? What's your price range and what kind of thing do you want? I like a good break barrel nowadays because there's less to go wrong with it and less you have to do. Marcus is on it. Seen you for a while. Marcus, good to see you on, mate. That said, food is like beer. You don't buy it, you just rent it. Oh dear, back to shitting again. Jim said, "Not bad, Freddie. Actually getting assignments done." John said, "Mike, I'm bluing my powder I can't say actuated pellet gun soon." Nice one. You too. Bolt action. He said, "Sorry, I'm mistaken. An octagon for a hexagon." That's all right. I know what you mean, though. A multiple-sided shape thing. Bing said Scrumpy Jack. That was a teenage drink for me. Yeah, ours was White Lightning. I've said a really good break barrel. I used at my match was a Beeman one. 300 quid. I bet you could get a decent, yeah. RDP said BSA Meteor. Freddie said, yeah, good slim. Jim said, fuck me, Crest Super. I forgot about that one. Yeah, and it, Jim. Yeah, I just love all that kind of stuff. And I would still probably, if it was economical, I'd still drink that kind of stuff now. But they're like £2.50 a can now, so it's not worth it. And also because of having gout, I can't drink like loads and loads of lager now. That's why I started drinking vodka. I don't really, I'll drink vodka and I wouldn't say I like it, but it's like if I was going to drink booze, it's the least worst of them all for healthiness. You know what I mean? None of it's healthy. Yeah, White Lightning. If I drank that now, that gives me like a 3-day hangover. And the first day, I'm bedridden. And when I say bedridden, I mean not getting out of bed for 24 hours to not piss, shit, drink, eat anything. Can't, like I'm actually dying. I drink a whole bottle of that nowadays. I can, all right, the night, but the next day, fucking, it's like you've been drinking poison. Yeah, Frosty Jats, that's the same. Yeah, Frosty Jats, same as White Lightning, isn't it? Weapons I've said may end up getting one if some like Power Pack have a dozen. What, the Beeman or the similar gun? Yeah, I keep wanting a new air rifle. I keep looking at things and I think, shall I, shan't I? And I think, nah, no point. I don't need a new air rifle. I've got a load of good ones. That's £2.50 a can. You can get Kestrel dirt cheap in Scotland. Yeah, I don't think it's all of the places in the UK, but in my local area, anything like 8%, 10, 8, 9, 10%. Yeah, £2.50 a can. Yet saying that, if you bought a can of like White Star, 7%, that's £1 still. Paul Evans said, being watched from Canada. Nice one, mate. Yeah, we've got a couple of Americans in as well. Probably a couple of other, maybe Canadians in. Cheers for watching, mate. Rodney said, Mike, if you want a new rifle, you need to get rid of one. So the old one in, one out. I'll get, yeah. So I don't want to get rid of none of mine, so that means no new rifles. The Pagan King, right, mate? He said, I wanted to tell you I'm working on a weapon. It's going to be a Wraith Hammer. Do you do videos of them? I'd like to see that. Freddie said, what's your favourite alcoholic drink? If I could choose, like if money was no object and I could drink whatever I wanted, gin and tonics. What gin and tonic? A decent strong lager's all right, in all honesty. And I quite like a Bloody Mary. Yeah, like Jim said, long gone are days for 8 ace for a fiver. Yeah, shame, isn't it? Anybody says, seeing as you lot are talking about food, I cooked the banana cake, but the thing got stuck in the pan when I tried to tip it out. So now I have chunks of cake. Fuck it, I'm still going to eat it. Cover it in custard, Peach. Cover it in something and just say that's how it's meant to be. Paul said, well, born in Leicester. You should see the air rifle ranges here. I bet that's brilliant. Slingshot said, I got it right the first time. It's not good. Slingshot, please do me a video. Do me a design. Draw me a design on paper of the parts and then it together, and I'll that'd help, mate. I know what you mean, but I reckon it'd be a good video for you to do as well. Just to show me. Whereas the issue is with the wire arcs is it seems like the ones that are 200 quid are odd, like £7. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Dak said, all right, Mike, did you see my question about the crossbow? Just back a little bit. Right, hang on. No. I've asked before, Mike, but how can I test my pistol's tension to see if it is £80? Will it be a case of pulling it back the drawstring with a force meter? Yes, get a luggage scale. and some hooks. Watch my video where I do the tests and copy that basically. If you look up any of the £80 pistol crossbow tests, and you'll see how I do it. You need to clamp it in a vise, but not too hard so you don't break the handles, and make sure it doesn't flip up as you pull it back. Get a piece of metal and bend it like that so it's hooks coming back. Put the luggage scale on it, pull it back, and then it'll go to it. Bacon King said I may do a video showing it when it's finished. It's kind of work right now, trying to get together. Oh, I'll do 2 hours, Alex. I used to do 3-hour streams at one point. If by the end of the 2 hours I'm in a good mood, I'll do another. I might go till 12 tonight. I won't be on Twitch tonight, though. I don't think I've got this sort of energy for that. I was going to go on Twitch if I was in the mood, but I do always enjoy the Twitch streams. I think I'm a bit too tired for it tonight. But I might do an extra hour on here. Kyle said, is the YAG Commando knife legal? I think that is, yes. I'm pretty sure Reegs jumps a boot on it. I'll tell you why I think I'm tired as well. Right, I've been in the shed all morning. You saw the video. And then also, since then, I've spent the whole entire day since coming in. I moderated an hour on Liam's stream. As soon as that finished, I was on my own premiere for half an hour. And now I'm on here. So that's like, what's that? 3 hours so far of just doing this tonight. Yeah, so I'll be doing 5 hours of it in the end. I think that may be what it was. It's a bit much. I've been like on the computer too much, doing exactly this. And and then for the part I wasn't, for half an hour before Liam's live stream, I was editing a video. Spent 40 minutes watching Jim M's videos. But I did enjoy those. I've liked your videos recently, Jim. Your I like your videos anyway, but I've been especially enjoying your knife collection ones. If you don't know, Jim has been uploading 4 20-minute videos of his knife collection. They're well worth watching. Are you off, RDP? Good night, mate. So I nearly missed that when I was nattering on. See you later, mate. Have a good evening. I hope your neighbour ain't keeping you up with fucking noise. Bruce said, Mike, I'll see you soon. Are you off as well, Bruce? Take care, mate. See you later. I'll be on tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Kyle Dark, you right, mate? He said, I've never seen triple-edged knives for sale in the UK. Yeah, I don't know. I think they are legal. I'm going to make a triple-edge. No, you can get the triple-edge ones. Yeah, like the sort of, it's not, but the ones that are those commando ones that are sort of like that. You can buy them because I had one. You off as well, the Pagan King? Whoever's off, see you later. I'm staying on. I'm not going off. Rennie said, yeah, I started with a wire arc, no wood stain on the bottom because I had to lean it on the stuff because it was too heavy. I might marathon all the Jerry Jacksons when this stream ends. Yeah, they're fucking good, they are, aren't they? That last one, that was fucking amazing. Things are strange. I'm trying to click him. No, it don't let you fucking do it now. All right. So, if anyone wants to watch Jim's videos, go to my community tab after this or now. Go to my community tab. I shared his latest video. Well, not his latest video. I shared the first of the knife collection series. So yeah, if you want to find Jim M's videos, yeah, you can't do that thing anymore. You can't click someone's channel and go to it. I'll share it. It'll take me a couple of seconds to get to it. Right, community tab. Right, this is Jim's beginning of his knife series. Are you sub to him? Are you being nice? Well, yeah, Jim does some good videos, like his stuff. Yeah, it's hard to find. Yeah, they take more features away, and you know, just add a load of shite that's pointless. I'll tell you, I'm on a computer, Marcus, and that's just as bad. Video based on Honey Haynes just got in the new Marbles axe. Looks cool. What's that look like? Peach. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to getting that Marbles Bowie machete. I was fucking looking forward to that today. And then I realised what fucking day it was. I was like, oh well, I ain't getting that. And I was getting shit, make some fucking quivers. Crazy, I've been trying to watch your stuff, Jim, but I've been busy. I'll hopefully watch them tomorrow. Yeah, I think I watched 2 of yours tonight, Jim. So I spent 40 minutes. Be honest, since I got in, I've been on the bloody computer for bloody well, at least 4 fucking hours, 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, since about 5 o'clock, I've been on the computer. I even ate my bloody dinner in front of it while I was on Liam's stream moderating. Weapons, I said, weirdly, Twitch is way better to mod on with checking other people's channels. Yeah, it gives you proper options, don't it? Modding on Twitch gives you like the same or more options than I get. Being said, yeah, shit, as it's made it easier to look at someone's channel. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, how many blocks they've had as well? That is interesting. Yeah, because you know if someone's had like 20 fucking blocks. Peach, you'll have to share that to me. That sounds interesting because that marble stuff is cheap as fuck as well, isn't it? Daxon, have you watched Alex Steele making knives? Pretty good, man. No, I've not. I've not heard of him. Jim's a nice one, guys. Thanks. Always like to know who's watching. Yeah. Well, I watch your videos, Jim, and I think they're good, and I think you deserve to have viewers chatting with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, good stuff. In fact, Jim, to be honest, it was you who inspired me to do my vlog today. Because I'd enjoyed watching your videos just chatting to the camera. I thought, yeah, I'll have to do one of them. I haven't done one for ages. Thanks for anyone using an Android phone. Download Blockader. Nice one. Marcus said, Mike, get your eyes tested. Computer time. It's bad for eyesight. One good thing, though, Marcus, actually saying that, I know it is bad for your eyes. I have quite good eyesight, really. I've never had any issues with my eyes. I think at the moment Twitch is progressive and YouTube is stuck. Yeah, you're right there. Carl said, just checking, usually you cracking jokes. One of my highlights are coming on here. Yeah, I must admit, I do like Zeb's jokes. In moderation. he picks and chooses the good ones nowadays. I have to spend all night reading out Zeb's jokes. Nah, I love you, Zed, and I love your jokes. In moderation. All right, where am I? Weapons Life said, yeah. Shows when I go on the channel how many global blocks and timeouts they've got. How long they've had accounts. Yeah, this is on Twitch. Yeah, that's really good, isn't it? Video base said it's a little over 30 quid because it's thicker, not a machete. Being said, we'll have a look over the weekend on Jim's videos. I think anyone who watches Jim's videos, you know, that whole series is going to be over like an hour and 20 minutes long, but it's worth it. It's enjoyable. That dude should give him a go, mate. He's a young guy who's blacksmithing. He's very animated, but his stuff he pumps out is incredible. Tell you what, Jack, comment that on one of my videos. Say, check out, what was it, Alex Steele on my latest video, and I'm a lot more likely to watch it then, because as I say on here, the problem is it just, unless I write it down, I used to find if I write things down, I've never read them ever again anyway. So yeah, if it's on a comment, I can just click it, go and look straight away. You know what I mean? Jim said that parsnip wine's getting bottled soon. Nice. Right, said, don't spoil your vlog. I've not watched it yet. There's a lot more to it. Tactical, you're all right. I haven't spoiled it. Zed said to Kyle, thanks. I've done a few amusing ones tonight. Zed said, in moderation. Well, I'm a moderator. Well, there you go. There you go, yes. Yeah, I'll do at least 2 hours. I'll do at least 2 hours, Henry. I might do 3 hours. I've got a feeling I will do 3 because it's the weekend, and if I stop short, no, people have nothing to do, will they? I'll have to go get another coffee at some time, possibly though. Everybody said, "Do you all know Jim Skeleton? His channel is pure expensive custom knife porn. The money that man has spent, goddamn. Yeah, mad, isn't it?" Jim said, "I just get to talk to myself about looking mad, man." Yeah, it's good, isn't it? That's exactly what I'm doing now. If people was unaware, I think, what the fuck, she's been sat in there for an hour and a half just chatting to no one. But yeah, if anyone ever wants me to look at things or anything, yeah, tell me on here. But if you really want me to definitely watch it, comment on a video, especially if I know you're going to do it. Because the problem is a lot of that, if you share a link, it goes straight into spam. But if I see someone sharing me a link and I know who you are, I'll approve it and I'll go and look at it. Tactical said, "What goes 99 clump, centipede with a wooden leg?" Now that's quality. That's sake. Zed said, "Todd's been putting out a fair few vids lately." Yeah, everyone's been making making use of the coronavirus, haven't they? I should have really. No, if I'd had my machetes here, I'd be whacking, and I didn't have the other circumstances going on. Persio destroys. Nice to see you on, mate. Anybody said, "I've been putting a bit because of all the sun I'm getting." Chris said, "Yeah, just realised that though, see, weird, well talking person." Did I show you all the new knives I got? You might not have all seen them. I put them there, but they weren't quite in view. So I did get one of the cheap reproduction army knives, but it's only worth a tenner. I paid a tenner, it's worth a tenner. But I just wanted one to sort of mess around with because it was easier to find for me. You can't find these for love nor money in person around my way. One of them, German army knife. Peach got me a Mora for my birthday video base. Thank you, Peach, by the way. I've said thank you, ain't I? But yeah, now I've actually got a Mora. So if someone says, "You got a Mora?" Yes, I have. Malk gave me this, which was a homemade knife. It was you buy the blank and then you put the handle on. So Malk put that handle on and made the sheath. I've got Mora copies, but I never had a real Mora. Then there's the. I wondered what you're doing about there, Peach. Oh, I've been peeling a bit. What did I say? I didn't read that as that. Where am I? Teasing us with a view, yeah. Just see that much of the handle. Yeah, and then the best one, the GI Tanto. I'm gonna have to get, having a go with that. But it's lovely. And now I got a fixed blade cold steel and a folder. Yeah, it's a nice knife Matt made there, isn't it? It's proper sort of bushcrafty knife, isn't it? Do you know what, Marcus? I ordered some knives from GearBest over 6 weeks ago, and I've heard nothing. So that was a bit of a mistake on my part. I better get the money back, I'd assume. Yeah, when the other knives come that I've ordered, I will do a proper video on all the knives I've had recently. Because recently I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new knives. Guys, are there any advantages with these tactical styled warhammers, axes, tomahawks? Probably not. I wouldn't think so. Only Maybe better materials, that's it. But, you know, an old traditional hardwood handle, wooden handle, you know, lasted fucking years as long as it was well made, didn't it? Yeah, probably not, in all honesty, Carl. I doubt. I think people just. I'd quite like the look of modern stuff, but I also like old stuff as well. Is that a Condor Bush law? Yeah, Matt said he bought the blade as a blank though, and put the handle on himself. I don't really know, in all honesty, Peach. You must be able to get blanks of them. Yeah, because that's not the handle on that, is it? It's a similar handle. Yeah, you must be able to get a blank of it or something. Unless I didn't hear him right. Fuck knows. I'm sure he said he put the fucking handle on it though. Yeah, DIY Condor Outlaw, Woodlaw. Yeah, yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. Answer to someone who has never owned a knife. If you could go back and buy your first knife, which would you go for? Well, I bought one of them. This is my first knife was one of these, so I bought one of those. But yeah, my the knife I've always wanted again was it's a sheath knife with a deer's foot handle. You can find them, but they're quite expensive. Thank you, Henry. Mark said, Mike, I'll get everything from Henny Haynes now. I've just bought my first lot of stuff from them. It should be coming soon. Slingshot said he sent me a message, didn't he? I'll check that out a bit later then. I have not got a more Eldris. That's just found one of my old knives from the 80s. It looks like a shotgun shell. I know them ones, yeah. Would that be classed as a stealth knife now? It potentially could. If you can see the blade, no. If you can see, if the blade is obvious on it, I think it'd be right. And I think they are on those, aren't they? Being said, Nell has more Eldritch markers. Ask her on her opinion. Rennie said, nice to see Mark was monetized earlier. Any news on you being monetized? No, I ain't looked into it yet, Freddie. I'll have to message him again, but I've got a feeling they won't let me again. And I'd only ever use, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't put it on any videos because they don't like putting ads on this kind of stuff anyway. Or are they getting a bit better with that now? But super chats would be good. Bruce said, Mike, do you like Sean Meadows movies? If so, what's your favourite? Mine are Dead Man Shoes. I fucking love Dead Man Shoes. Bruce, what's his other ones? But yeah, very good. This is England. There's a couple of his I haven't seen, but yeah, no, I really like his films actually. Sean Meadows, yeah, very good. Yeah, yeah. Dead Man Shoes is an excellent film. Yeah, Mark's been monetized for years. Jeremy said, I hope you get monetized. I've been demonetized, sadly, but they might let me back, but I doubt it. That's for cheers. You can see the blade. I thought I'd lost it years ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you could see the blade, it'd be all right. Exactly. Don't forget the like. Think said, have you ever thought about making a staff sling? No. I think I got tempted to do. Didn't Jack Striker make one recently? I got tempted to then, but I think I'd had enough of. I get periods where I like making certain thing. At the minute, my thing that I like doing is making like knives. You know, modding knives is my thing at the minute. But yeah, taking machetes and modding them into other things is my thing at the minute. But fucking hell, there is. I didn't realise that. Where's that fucking come from? Yeah. Where am I? Weapons, I've said, weird the chat has broken for me. Stream is still live, but the comments are slightly cut off. Maybe it was all them people coming on suddenly. I don't know where that's come from. Fred said, all the Twitch makes me forget what I always like. Don't know, Bing. That's strange, isn't it? That said, have you ever made a Joe or English staff? No. Yeah, don't forget to like everyone if there's 111 people watching. Henry said, now the little screen says WS94. Yes. That's my Patreon supporters' names. But no, staff sling, no. What's a Joe staff? That's just a staff that's a certain length, isn't it? I think. No, I didn't notice there was that many people watching either. Don't forget to comment if there's that many people watching. Slingshot said, have you ever thought about making a cart-sized catapult? I have thought about that before, yes. But it's I'd have nowhere to shoot it. Yeah. What's your favourite gun? What that I own or any gun? I've always liked Desert Eagles. Jim said, I saw your bottom merchandise the other day. I had no idea you're a fan. Eddie Hitler, plus the frying pan, plus meat hooks, plus petrol. Some of the best comedy ever. Yes, that came about on these live streams, Jim, because I kept saying everybody loves a bit of bottom. Yeah, and then they said you got to make a t-shirt out of that. So I said, and then I thought I better put some bloody at least a couple of pictures from bottom on there. Yeah. Mark said, no, guys, I'm off now. I'm on the iPad and it's driving me fucking nuts. Yeah, see you later, Marcus. Thanks for watching, mate. Freddie said, if every subscriber gave you Patreon, you'd be a millionaire by now, 30k a month. Oh, yes, I think I would. We're getting close anyway, wouldn't it, Freddie? Shame, innit? Favourite gun from any war? I always liked the M16 type things, but I like the AKs as well. Pump action shotguns, I've always liked those. You got to love a pump action shotgun. Carl said, what are Cold Steel products like? Seen a few complaints about some of their stuff. Apparently their axes are blunt, and the handles are crap. Never had one of those, Freddie. Not Freddie, sorry, Carl. The first Cold Steel stuff I ever had was these ones that Zed sent me, and they're really good quality in my opinion. But yeah, I have no idea what a lot of the other stuff is like. But the two things that Zed sent me for birthday present are really good quality. Bruce said, would you ever do ballistic videos? Stab ballistic vests from wish.com. I got a bottle of deadly pepper spray. Don't say that. I'm going to assume Bruce is in a country where that's legal. Don't say that again. Don't want you getting in trouble. I do tests on stab-proof vests and bulletproof vests and that, but only with stuff like crossbows and that. But I do have an option where I could potentially shoot body armor with a shotgun and a FAC air rifle. It's like 30 foot-pounds. Penny said, I prefer semi-auto. I'm only going less recoil. 55 GM 2 doesn't do much good to the shoulder. But yeah, I know what you mean, Freddie, with recoil. Yeah, less recoil. It's more fun sort of thing. But like with bows, you start going way overpowered with bows. It's not very fun to do. Yeah, I've got body armor over here. I won't put it on or nothing. this is a stab and bulletproof vest. That, yeah, I think it's cost, well, it was at least 400 quid. Might have been 600 quid. But yeah, that's stuff I've got to get out and put back. And that's got an upgrade panel in it as well. Bruce said, sorry man, it's legal in my country. That's it. Everyone watching, please like the stream. Yes, please like the please like. What are the likes on at the minute anyway? Bruce says, stay back, guys. Tattoo said, if you want a catapult, get Gamekeeper John for the catapults. Absolute cracking slingshots. I've never had one of his slingshots, but I used to talk to his dad a bit because he used to have his own channel. Yeah, good blokes. Yeah, I've never. I'm not massively into the old catapults, but yeah, if you want to get one, yeah, I would recommend old Gamekeeper John as well. I said you need to invest in a mannequin to showcase. I thought about it in here, but I have got a thing called a Zombot though. But Zombot stays outside. Zombot doesn't get to come indoors. Well, he comes indoors occasionally because he did the bottom video with me. Tactical said a video of that VS your homemade vest would be versus your homemade vest. Yeah. What like doing tests against that and that, yeah. Carl said, where did you get your armour? Can't find that second hand. Can't find any second hand that fits me. I can't remember off the top of my head where I got that from, but I do know it's an English, UK website, and it was gave them all your measurements and they made it to fit to you and the grade you wanted it and all that. And yeah, expensive. Don't fit me now because I was fatter then. But what I might do though, because that's such a good fucking vest, I might get a smaller carrying case, cover, and cut that down a little bit so it fits in a smaller, so it fits me better. It's a bit big now. Being said, I don't think Mike would damage his best defense vest. No, that I'm not shooting actually. No, that's why I got the upgrade panel, because then I could do the same test but with the little panel. Bruce, I got offered a pocket shot. And I gave him my address and it never turned up. Well, there you go. I think good to take your head off while I'm a mile away with a slingshot. I'll tell you, whoever wanted to know where to get a good vest in the UK, again, send me a comment on YouTube asking me about it, and I'll tell you where it's fatbastardarmour.co.uk. No, not that. Send me a message on here. Not a message, just comment on one of my videos. And then I will I'll find out where it is. It might be body armor. UK body armor.co. Body armor UK. I can't remember now. I've got a couple of slingshots, Bing. I've got the old Black Widow ones, a couple of homemade ones. I can't really shoot them though. I'm not very good with a slingshot. But anybody said the pocket shot looks fucking dangerous to the user. Yeah, I never used it, Pete. I was gonna I had the chance to use one, but well, I didn't have the chance to use one. I got offered one, and then it never turned up. I've read Tactical Pirates, didn't I? Someone click that link, see how it goes. Get asking your questions. There's 219 people watching this, and we're just sat here being quiet. Fucking chat should be going like that, but it's not. It's bloody stuck. It's on 244 people now. Don't know what's attracting all this. It was my birthday the other day, by the way. 18. Don't know, Liam. It's weird, isn't it? Carl said, anyone carried a walking stick or a staff around? I fancy one, but don't think they would suit me. That's my issue. I would actually like to carry a walking stick, but I don't think it would suit me, and it might look a bit like suspect. You know what I mean? Oh, Jeremy, yeah, sorry. That's a, what's that one, Liam? It's a UK police riot helmet anyway. But I can't remember which mark it is now. Alex said, I think they added an extra number on the emblem. Said, maybe. Freddie said, you've aged well for 22. I'll put the security cameras on. Brian said, fuck me, been out with a dog and seen so many foxes in central London now. That's a Mark 1 right arm, is it? Perjo said, I have a few walking sticks. My walking sticks are there. See them in the corner, there's one sticking up there. Bruce said, what is your favourite weapon on the wall, Mike? That's hard for me to say because quite a lot of them are my favourites, in a way. I really like that sword. The Fairbairn Sykes is very sentimental to me. The Bowie knife I made. That sword up there. My tactical Tanto. Jed said to Kyle, I carry a cold steel African walking stick and I would get so no one bats an eye. Alex said, you're going to be famous at this rate. It's nowhere compared to my bloody... This is the best stream I've had since the fucking Area 51 raid one. When I think at one point it had 1,628 people watching or something stupid like that. But the fucking chat on that was literally going... It was unreadable. Freddie said, how much was the Spaz 12? They're expensive if they're fully functioning. Oh, that's a BB gun. And it was less than 100 quid. That's why I bought it. Because I always wanted like a Diak one or something. But yeah, it was just way too expensive. So I got a BB gun version in the end. Yeah, the Area 51 was insane, wasn't it? Video said, the cold steel link I sent you would be legal if you shorten the blade. I may get one. Oh, the little kudu, yeah. All right. Don't forget us when you're famous. No, I won't. Who said that? Ryan said, got an African walking stick off eBay. I'll tell you what I did make, though, because I like the cold steel one, so I made this. Oh, so much shit to clean up after this. By the way, don't forget to subscribe. Get your WeaponCollector merchandise in. Someone put the link on for me. Plenty of it. Yeah, so I made this out of, this is mango, it's a mango hoe handle. It has got a slight bend in it. I said, all right, I thought it was a Slaw 12. They're fucking expensive. Where am I? Pink said, please like the stream. For those who are watching, feel free to join the chat. Yeah, exactly. If there's 262 people, come and have a chat with us. Tactical said, to all the new viewers, feel free to join in. We don't bite. Kingsford said, mine has an Mike has a awesome walking stick. Yeah. How high does that come up to me? It's about, it's the exact height it should be. So you can hold it, you know. Yeah, nice heavy duty thing. You're right, Dan. Bruce said, I have a Godfather flick knife, Mike. That's my favourite. Also, as a bit of, it was a present from my granddad. It was a teddy boy back in the 50s. Ah, nice one. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Freddie. That is what that's all really. But you can't, you know, can't carry it for that though. Right, Carl. Good to see you on, mate. Have a look how many people are watching. There was 100 more than that a minute ago as well. But good to see you on, mate. Mr. Chips, you don't want to know. It means all Christians are believers. Always carry a Bible or something else. Yeah, not just for walking. Tactical said that's one of my favourites that you own. Perdio said I have an old Bokken training sword. I've been considering shortening it as a walking stick. Yeah, I reckon that would be a good idea, yeah. Yeah, call a cab. That's what it means. Itchy bloody nose like usual. Yeah, lest we forget, mate, exactly. Happy VE Day. Darren says, feeling a bit wobbly from VE Day celebration. Ah, nice one, nice one. Yeah, there was 300 people watching a minute ago. I don't know why that was. It seems weird that there was 300 people watching and no commenters, though. So, yeah, think of that what you will, but... Scott Hansen, just got here. Do you have any older pellet guns or older older? Yeah, I've got some yes, calling a cab, exactly. I've got some BB, not BB, I've got some air rifles from at least the 60s. So what's that, 60 years ago? 60-year-olds. Yeah. Actually, no, saying that just there, that gun just there, probably from the 40s or 50s. So 8 years old. Brian said, have a wicked blackthorn shillelaghs. Yes, yeah. Slingshot Warrior often mentions those, the blackthorn shillelaghs. Yeah, lovely things. I don't even know what a Johnny Popper is, actually. I'd said to Carl, I'd say so, yeah. You have to get some to break the thing. Oh, Silk Cuts. He says, is that a cult peacemaker in the background? If so, is it a Brunny model? No, that is a cult peacemaker, but it's a Denix replica. Oh, I missed your comment. No, it's weird, isn't it? That's weird though. That many viewers with no extra comments, though. But yeah, not disliking it, so it don't matter, does it? Cactus bastards. It can be anything you want it to be. What does the likes say to you lot? Because I know sometimes it doesn't renew for me. And I will go late, by the way. I'm on now. Especially if there are that many people watching, I might as well make the most of it. Oh, 163 likes. As in likes. No, yeah. Yeah, 30 likes and that many viewers. That's not right. I'll say it don't matter. Nate said most expensive blade I've got. Right, on my windowsill, there's a box, and in there, I've got a Kaiser, I think it is, a Kaiser titanium and carbon fiber knife that's at least, I think it's 270 quid. I never bought it though. There's two knives over there. That the two knives both together are probably over 500 quid's worth of knife. China Emperor, you right, mate? You just woke up, have you? That's all right, Bing. I thought you meant viewers. Bruce said, hey, Cab, most of my family has that exact tattoo. Nice one. That said, it's when you cut the top of a bottle and you ball your finger off a marigold over the threads. Basically, a little slingshot. Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, that's quite clever. Yeah, so it's either that Peach or someone's gone on some website and paid to make them raid my channel and try and get it shut down, probably. But no, well, it's not what I can do about it, is there? Carl said, "Ah, Liam, what do you think of the Hugo gas mask? Got one on the cheap with a filter sealed in a bag." Being said, if you had to leave your house, never return, what weapon would you take with you? And I can only take one. If I could only take one, it would have to be that, because it's the most expensive thing I own, and that would have to be sold to buy a load more. Yeah, it could be, Liam. It could be. But if I had to take one for sentimental reasons, fucked up beyond all recognition, Bruce. Yeah. If that's what it is, yeah. Sentimental reasons, possibly the Fairbairn sites. Hopefully, the Fairbairn sites and the other sentimental ones will be in their own case soon, so I'd grab that. Yeah, Carl's didn't look too bad, Liam. I watched his video of it. It looked all right. It looked like it was in all right condition. Weapons, I've said, if Mike can show you the Finish M61 he has, that's the best version. Yeah, where the fuck is it? I can't remember where it is at the minute. It should be here, but I don't know if it's there. Yeah, Carl's is pretty much this, just with a different colour in it. Hello, Object History. Good to see you on, Robert. Have a look how many viewers there are. I don't know if they're legitimate viewers, though, because there's not a lot more comments. You'd think there'd be loads more comments if there was that many people on. I ain't got no filters on it because they're on my Spaciani, and that's in the shed. Fucking hell, I'm going to have like half an hour's worth of cleaning up to do tonight. Daniel said, got a big razor out and shaved my head earlier for the first time in years. Mrs. wasn't happy. Fuck's sake. Yeah, they don't like it for some reason, do they, half the time? Carl said, what I wouldn't do is get majority of these Scottish Dirks and skin doos. What I don't get, is the majority of these aren't sharp. That's weird, isn't it? Maybe they're not supposed to be, I don't know. Carl said, it seems okay, but not good compared to the UK forces this year. Yeah, I think they're all right for what they are, aren't they? You know what I mean? It's a good basic mark, you know, like that. I like that. Very comfortable thing. Tattoo, yeah, exactly. Something in my eye now. I've put that bloody mask on. There's been a bit of dust in it. Irishman, you right, mate? Everyone's a gas. Carl said, okay for chopping onions, mate. Yeah, exactly. As we always say, you know, if that's all you got and it works, then that's good enough, isn't it? I know we'd all have the best mask we could get our hands on if we could, but as long as it seals and works, then it's all right, really, isn't it? Oh, so it's the same as that then, Liam, but not really as good as that one. Yeah, I know what you mean. Are you off, Peach? You ain't got work tomorrow, have you? Good night, mate. Hope you have a good day at work if you have. Don't get sunburnt. I saw you put that mask on. I thought you were away for number 2. Fuck's sake. Yeah, good night, Pete. See you later, mate. I may get some post tomorrow, mightn't I? Yes, Saturday tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, maybe my machetes will come tomorrow. I can hope so. Scott said, have you a favourite gun that I own or in the world? I've always liked the FMP 90 and the Desert Eagle. Out of my own, I don't know. I like them all equally. Actually, no, there's a lot I don't like, but most of like that pump action. We went on a bike ride, did you know? So did one of my relatives earlier. Bruce said, Mike, if you could only have one survival weapon, what would it be? Don't know. Maybe some kind of machete. Yeah, I think it does, Nate. Don't it? Gives you something to do, a bit of exercise. Carlton, as a comparison, out of your walking stick and heavy duty umbrella, what one would you say is the best and strongest? You know what? I don't know. This is probably stronger, just by how thick it is. And probably hit harder. But I do like those heavy duty umbrellas. But the core is some kind of it's not metal anyway, whatever it is, like carbon fibre or something. It's good though. Tactical says preppers shop, they usually give you a tracking number, mate. Oh, I'll look into that. Yeah. Friend said maybe some of fishing stuff will come tomorrow, probably. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up that tracking number because you've made me wonder now. Irishman said, "Did anyone watch all the World War II stuff on TV today? Battle of Britain." No, sadly I didn't because I was in the shed most of the day. And then when I came in, I was on here for the most. Since 5 o'clock, I've been on the computer. Liam said, "But Carl, if your Yugo M1 is in good condition, it will work for Corona. Better than a lot of the other stuff doctors have at the moment, sadly." Carl said, "Good quality and seal on mine." Bing said, "I found I'm eating more since lockdown. My gut just about makes it into the ECB. I need to lose weight. When I look back at myself, even last year in November, my stomach was a lot smaller, and Christmas fucked me over. I'm still lighter than I was at like my heaviest, but yeah, I do need to lose weight. It's not easy though. Tactical. I the issue is what I keep doing when I buy off of a lot of websites. I keep doing it as a guest. Yeah, I'll check my emails. There should be a tracking number, and I'll have a look when it's coming. I think I do remember. But yeah, I keep doing stuff as a guest. I'll have a look. Freddie said bat and fishing rod. Just getting into sports, sea fishing for dogfish. It's just hooks and small predator bait. Being the trouble is whether I wear half face or full face, I get people asking, coughing and laughing. Yeah, that's fucked that people do that. I genuinely think if someone's like that fucking mental, well, I don't know. I think people are cunts, aren't they? That's totally unnecessary. I said, I ain't worried. I'll keep away from people like I always have done. So it's normal to me. Same here, Carl. I've only been out like twice in 6 weeks, but that's actually normal for me. I just sort of get a bit worried about other members of my family. You know, I'd rather they could stay in, but it's driving some of them around the bend, whereas it don't me. I needed to get out for another reason, but it wasn't because of Corona. Being said, someone said to me, "Couldn't you get smaller masks, mate?" I said, "No, this works for me better than nothing." Yeah, I don't know. People just it's the same country probably think it's just the flu or whatever, or oh, I'm young, it won't affect me, not realizing they could kill anyone who was ill, basically. Oh, I've got to watch that one, Carl. Yeah, your 40-minute one you put on today. Object history. He said I had a soda today for the first time in ages. Speaking of being stuck at home, now I remember what I drank gallons of it as a kid. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't drink a lot of that stuff. I only really drink water and coffee. Coke makes my teeth go funny, like a furry feeling. But luckily for me, they get through about four liters a day of it in my house, so I've always got bottles to cut now. Now that I actually like cutting Coke bottles, I used to hate cutting Coke bottles because they're really difficult. I'll watch that later, Carl. You have to have a decent cut, decent technique and a decently sharp blade for cutting Coke bottles. Prince said, driving me around the bend as well, Mike. My second game of cricket for the season should be tomorrow. Luckily, I stay in the country and can drive into the woods at any point. Nice one, Tech. Yeah, sounds good. Fred said, yeah, I did a bit of carp fishing with my uncle. Nice. I got offered to go hunting, but I don't. In all honesty, I don't know it. They didn't even say a time. Like if they meant after the corona. Yeah, I'm assuming they did, but I hadn't replied yet. Rose said, Mike, what's your favourite place, country you've been in your life so far? I've only ever been to England and France. So England. Coca-Cola, 30 teeth, exactly that. Yeah, not well travelled personally. But I've got no urge for it either. I've never, like, one of my dreams and aspirations has never really been to travel. Actually, speaking of cola, I found 3 bottle caps on the path earlier. More on next door, chucked them over as I swept the path an hour before. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird thing to do? Pointless, isn't it? So what's everyone been doing today? Anything? I sharpened, well, I won't tell you because it's in my vlog. Watch my vlog and you'll know what I've been doing today. I've been said to Freddie, I have a couple of friends that do that. Night fishing for dogfish on the beach near me. I was only in lure fishing myself. Bruce, I've never been abroad myself, Mike. Ren said, have you been to Sussex? We all know it's the best county. I probably have been to most of the sort of southern areas. You know what I mean? Never really been much up north, though. Han said North Minnesota was really nice. A lot of good memories as a young buck. Nice one, Scott. Yeah, I bet Marcus, is Marcus still on? He's been a lot of places. Dad said, I've caught him chucking stuff over before, idiot. That's weird, isn't it? It's pretty pointless. You've been de-icing your fridge, have you? For that's sake. Object history. In answer to your question, training Kusari Gama. I always struggle with saying that. That's my quarantine skill. I'm trying to teach myself. I've watched a bit of your video on that. I needed to watch the whole thing and comment on that. The old antique one and your new one. Yeah. Yeah. What a weapon they are. You know, they're banned in this country to own now. They was on the sort of they was on the offensive weapons list originally. And then all the offensive weapons list was all the offensive weapons were banned. So yeah, the Kurosari Gammas, whatever. Yeah, they're illegal in the UK. What'd you do today, Freddie? Alex said I have to travel every couple of weeks for work. You're really not missing much. Brian said walk the dog, Lego with a boy. See hi, good old DVDs with daughter. Went on volley. Nice. And then YouTube time. That's it. That's good to me. Dad said I've been to France and passed through Belgium. On what was West Germany. Kyle, on you right, mate? Kyle said I used to hunt, just shoot. Just shoot targets these days. Just had a live flip switch, but there you go. Yeah, it can go like that, can't it, Carl? Just everything changes. Being said, there's a point. No Londinium or JBO bushcraft. No, it's weird, isn't it? Sometimes them two are on, and then sometimes they're not. Maybe they've just missed it. Maybe they're having family time. Because I know Londinium. I think Londinium doesn't get notifications. He said to me, "Don't get them." So he misses it unless he knows we're on. That's it. Get yourself to Scotland. Great for stalking fish. I'd like to go to Scotland actually, and it's not that far. Tactical said, say sickle. Lol. I used to. Up to history said, yeah, let's ban a weapon that's only 0.0001% of the population can use. I know, it's totally bizarre. Our government seems to have a weird obsession or very scared of ninja stuff. Actually, even places that you think would be really remote, like Iceland, the small islands, all over, have cars all over the loads of cars, rubbish everywhere. Nothing's untouched anymore. Scott said, do you collect Remington knives? I don't think I've ever had a Remington knife. Fred said Londinium hasn't been on for weeks. As in on YouTube or on the streams. He uploaded a video today. I'm sure he did. He's been uploading, but sometimes I think he just doesn't get on. Yeah, Bob's on. Good to see Bob on. You right, mate? I know you've been all over the place, haven't you, Bob? Good to see you on, Bob. Irishman said, today I found another old safety razor while rooting out in the shed, so I cleaned it up a bit. There's 3 I found in the shed now. Nice. No, streams. Yeah, not been on the streams. No, I don't think he gets notified. Tixie, right? Yep, UK. A lot of us are from the UK, and then there's some Canadians, some Americans in here, Irish. Carl said, what do I do to get these? What I don't get is those things are only banned if they have a long rope on them. Between the normal versions, yeah, I don't know. It's so fucking weird. Tixie said, I'm from London. What should I do to not get stabbed? Don't go out. Don't know. Buy some body armor. Keep very, very, very aware of your surroundings. Buy some body armor. Don't hang around dodgy people or dodgy areas. There you go. We should be safe now. No, I don't know. Do those things and yeah. Bruce said his neighbours hate him. Being said, wear a vest and avoid crowds. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a hard one, Dixie, in all honesty, mate. Difficult situation if you think you're going to get into something like that. Yeah, I might stay on till 12 tonight. Ron, I might go later than that if I've still got this many viewers. Don't go out. Cheers, right? Yeah, exactly. Don't want to get stabbed. Don't go out. You don't need to wear body armor to avoid being stabbed, but just be very aware of your situation where you are, and try not to go anywhere dodgy. Really, that's the only thing you can really say about it, isn't it? The sad thing about it. But I know people don't always have the option to not be in dodgy places or with dodgy people. Brian said, "Get a fox as a guard dog in London." Yeah, yeah. Especially when the old foxes are trying to take over the world. Yeah, it's in barn from Peckham. Yeah. Stay fit. I'll tell you one thing though. This is one thing I would give someone real advice actually. If you genuinely are in a situation where you might get stabbed, learn some fucking decent learn some decent first aid and what to do if you get stabbed, and get some of that fucking what's that gel stuff. So if you get stabbed, you literally just pour this gel into the wound, and it's for if you get a wound that's going to kill you. This stuff you pour it in, and it'll stop it bleeding. That's your only real bet, really. That's one other thing you can add to avoiding situations in the first place. But you want to know how to save yourself if you do get stabbed, basically, really. Carl said, just got Matt's book on basic traps. Not that I would use them now. Reminded me of making snares for rabbits. Ah, nice one. Yeah, quick clot stuff. Yeah, there's a name for it, but I can't remember what it's called. The hemostatic medicine, hemostatic bandages, whatever. Being said, be calm also, learn some self-defense, knife disarm techniques. Yeah, quick clot, super glue could help. Roland said, that company I drive for keeps me in the trailers that are going, keeps giving me trailers that are going into Chicago. Well, that's where you got to take them, is it? Dixie, okay. Yeah, you get this, I can't remember what they call it. It's like a hemostatic stuff. It's for like if you use chainsaws and that. And if you cut yourself really badly and it's like an arterial bleeding, you literally just pour this stuff into it, wrap a bandage around it, and it'll stop it. It should stop most bleeding. It'll stop an artery anyway. If you really, if I was in a situation where I really had to go somewhere every day, and I thought the likelihood of me getting stabbed was a lot, then yeah, I'd carry some of that shit with me. Make sure my phone's got some credit. You know what I mean? It's horrible thing to think about, really. Ron said they used super glue jaw in Vietnam. Yeah, I've never used it on a wound, but I know that is what it was designed for. Is you want it? Yeah. If you watch some of my self-defense videos, or there's one about stabbings in there, I think. That has the exact stuff that you need to buy. China Emperor, England isn't safe now. You've got many useful gear. You can see it. Nah, in all honesty, it depends where you come from, what part of the country you're in. There's loads of places in England that are all right. Being said, yeah, there was used different types of super glue to what's used at home fixes, though. Freddie said some farmers use super glue because they're so much. That's it. Alex said, you keep a grab bag ready to go if you ever needed it. I have got bug out bags in that. Yeah, that's not the quick clot though. Isn't the actual name of what I'm thinking of though? It's got a. That's like the general name for it. The one I was thinking has got like a proper. You know what I mean? I'll look it up quickly. It is quick clot stuff, but the stuff I'm on about isn't actually called that. I'll look at my channel. Hang on. Where the fuck was that video? UK crime and how to protect yourself. Right, hang on. Celox, yeah, Celox. Celox do a product called Celox Trauma First Aid Kit. Celox Hemostatic Granules. British Army Celox Gauze Hemostatic Dressing. Yeah, that's what I meant. But it's more of a yeah. It is quick clot stuff, you are right, but that's not specifically what I was on about, yeah. Object history, knife defense, have a weapon or run. That's another good point. I couldn't say that myself, but yeah, that is another option. But you have to be very careful saying that over here. But yeah, I couldn't recommend that personally. But I don't think you are right. I mean, I can't recommend that to someone else. Do you know what I mean? Not saying I don't recommend it. You know what I mean? So that said, wrap in your jacket, pull over around your arm to block cuts, etc. Good tactic as well. Cousin, I remember you giving advice for carrying stuff, but I remember you saying you can't say it's for self-defense. What best to say that stuff is for? Well, if you're going to carry something, it's got to have a legal reason. So whatever the legal reason would be. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's it, Tim. Celox hemostatic granules, 15 gram sachet, 17 quid. And you could fit it in a little pocket. That video is called UK Knife Crime and How to Protect Yourself. There we are. Watch this video. If you want to know how I think you should defend yourself in, But as I've said, though, there's certain things I can't recommend because I would potentially be putting myself up, as criminal. You know what I mean? Bruce said, I got attacked with a knife. It ain't nice too. Yeah, exactly. Ain't too nice. Brian said, if anyone was told a year ago you'd have to queue up for the bog roll, you would have said, "Oh, mad." Yeah, you would. You would. It's saying, isn't it? Carry a good sturdy pen. Pen in the eye trick. Big said, shops are back to normal around my area. Yeah, chuck the glue in the attacker's face, in the eyes. Right, yeah. Oh, fuck's sake. Fucking hiccups, man. Not hiccups, burping. Yes, think like James Bond. Yeah, tampons, yeah, they work, yeah. Carl said, but even that ID gel, apparently, you can't say that's for self-defense. No, because the problem, what happens is, as soon as you say it's for self-defense, that means you're carrying it deliberately to use as a weapon in the eyes of the law. So you're not carrying that fire gel for self-defense. The thing is, it's the different way you interpret the word self-defense. To us, self-defense doesn't mean attacking someone. It means you're defending yourself. You're trying to stop yourself being hurt. In the eyes of the law, though, self-defense means you're trying to hurt someone. So if I, that's how they take it. You know what I mean? So if you said you was carrying a walking stick for self-defense, you've just said you're carrying that to use as a weapon. You could be arrested for it. You don't carry a walking stick for self-defense. You carry it to help yourself walk. Farb gel, you carry that so that if someone attacks you, you can mark them. You know what I mean? It's just the stupid bullshit with how you word things in this country. Carl said, no, I read that, didn't I? Ron said, thanks, I'll watch it after stream. Carl said, self-defense is self-defense. Don't fucking attack me. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's what I mean. Like, we know what it means, and we know what we mean when we say it. But in the eyes of the law, if you say you've got anything for self-defense, they say you're essentially saying you're carrying it to hurt someone. And it doesn't necessarily mean that. Bruce said, how's everyone coping with the lockup? I'm glad you're a fan of Eddie and Richie. Yeah, gotta love a bit of bottom. Everybody loves a bit of bottom. I've got merchandise for that one, Bruce. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't the lockdown doesn't really massively affect me, in all honesty, because I don't go out a lot anyway. If anything, it's made my life busier and I see more people than normal. But yeah, but I can see it's getting on other people's nerves. Let's say I carry my stick because I have a dodgy leg and I'm gonna get exactly. I could carry that. I've got gout. My gout joint is hurting. Object history, yeah. Oh yeah, my sense advice: carry a handful of peppers, standard pepper in your pocket, scoop it out, throw it in your tag's eyes. Now that would work. The only thing over here, you'd have to justify why you've got the pepper in your pocket, though, sadly. But yeah, I know seasoning. I don't know though. But that is a good one. I like that. That comes up quite often. Bailey Woods, I was just watching the crossbow trigger mechanism video, so you would have thank you, Bailey. Maybe that's why there's a lot of people on. Maybe I ought to have stood there like this. Maybe that's what it was. People saw me live. The thumbnail came up as this. Yeah, my you'll be surprised, Bailey. My most viewed video is my crossbow triggers, but they're such old videos. Like they're like nearly 10 years old, some of those videos. But thank you for letting me know, Bailey. That's where you came from. Brian said, always gave my daughter farb gel. Better so. Exactly. Bruce said we all have dodgy legs. Yeah, exactly. Again, dodgy eyes. Need a good old big tactical strobing torch to reverse the epilepsy if it comes on. Yeah, admit nothing, Carl. Exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of people on. There's a lot more people, Bailey, than I normally have. Maybe that's where they came from. Maybe on that video it came up that I was live, and a lot of people come from there. I don't know, and that's why they're not commenting. So I keep a deodorant can in my car door pocket first, just in case I need to deodorize myself. I've got a heavy duty umbrella over there. Yeah, umbrella's good. Yeah. Zed said to Carl, when in doubt, say out. Yeah, exactly. 155 people watching. Get liking. Come on. Went up a bit then. Quick, get liking. If it gets to 100 likes, I'll do a competition. I'll give away £500 worth of knives. Or actually £500 worth of knife and torches. If it gets to 100 likes. Actually, I have a heavy duty selfie stick. I can't help it, I'm vain. I've got one of those as well. But not because I'm vain. So I'll have to trape through the woods at night on my own. Carl said, but carrying one of those torches with the teeth on the crown when it's daylight, don't you think it would look dodgy? Yes. Yeah, I was sort of joking about the tactical torch. So I added the tactical bit in as a joke. But yeah. And in the day as well. But I suppose if you know you're going to be out all day into the evening, you're going to have the torch in the day, aren't you? You know, if you know you're not going back, until it's dark, you're going to have the torch in the day, aren't you? Freddie, I will do that because all that would take is one of the 200 quid knives, the £270 knife, and the £250 torch that I got sent. Same two things. I would if that gets to 100 likes, because I know it won't, because I don't think that's legitimate viewers. There's something weird about that there's no one commenting, even though there's that many people. Carl said, but Karen, no, I've read that, didn't I? Ryan said, carry me stick when the gap plays up, please do nothing. Yeah, exactly. That's right, EDC one of those, but in a vault pouch. It's either a glitch or someone's paid one, go on one of these websites to make them come on your thing to do false views. Could be ghosts. Alex said you got £250 torch. Olight sent me that's what it is. It's an Olight. What's that £250 Olight torch? The Javelot Pro. Yeah, they sent me the bloody Javelot Pro. Fucking £250 torch. I would never spend that kind of money on a torch. I'm grateful that they sent me it. It could be the V in the title. Or they're coming along seeing this shit and thinking, right, I'm off. It could be. I've never been magnet fishing. Let me see if I've got something with a Union Jack on it to put in front of the camera quickly. I ain't got nothing. See, that draws him in anymore. No, I've never been magnet fishing, but I probably could because I have my brother-in-law goes magnet fishing. Until I'll go on Reddit and get you 100 likes. No, don't. I want to keep them things. I hope the Javelot Pro, where's that gone? Irons your clothes and cooks your dinner for you for that money. That way. Bailey said, what is your favourite melee weapon? Does brass knuckles count? If they do, those. That said, Mike only gets pussy magnet fishing. Exactly. Freddie said, use an EpiPen, stab someone, probably illegal. Irishman said, a beanie with a handful of change. Yeah. Object history, also a screwdriver. Very effective and incredibly sturdy. You can always explain its purpose in carrying. Totally agree. Yeah. I've seen the effects of a screwdriver in real combat, I suppose you'd call it. Right, said, I know the oil light. Yeah. Carl said, what would you recommend for an EDC torch? I would recommend any small 18650 flashlight that has 3 modes and a strobe, basically. Do you know what, Liam? I can't remember if it was a Phillips or a flathead now. Not sure. I think it might have been a Phillips. Oh, Carl said I may look like an old boy, but they would regret messing with me. I think the eye for an eye contact puts them off. The eye to eye contact puts them off. Yeah, that's it, Carl. That's it. But yeah, a flathead would be. I imagine a flathead would be. Yeah, probably would. I thought you meant the one I saw used, but yes, a flathead. Yeah, would be almost like a like a chisel almost. You know what I mean? And it's. I would imagine the surface area of a flathead would be less than a Phillips, so we'd probably have better penetrating power. Yep, nail file. I've got videos on all this stuff. The only thing I would ever say, I wouldn't, as I say, I wouldn't recommend you carrying any of it, and you can't carry any of it as weapons anyway. But anything you carry has to have a legal reason and a like a real reason. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be a realistic reason, and I think it's got to have a legitimate use, if you know what I mean. So it does restrict you ever so slightly. But I think it's got to have a reason. You know what I mean? Once I got stuck with a driver one late night in Albuquerque, New Mexico, as I was getting out of my truck. Took everything I had not to pass out before help came in. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, that's serious, isn't it? Carl said to Tactical Pirate, the young'uns are weak and not robust like us. Yeah, or like they used to. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Granted, all legalised concealed carry. I was holding that bloody thing up about the Union Jack. They wouldn't see that anyway, because my fucking thumbnail was just me in the thing, isn't it? I just realised. If I go to my channel, yeah, it's just me doing that. Like I always do. Exact same pictures. 248 viewers watching. Get liking. Come on. And if you leave a comment, I'll give you a shout out. I know people love shout outs nowadays. Everyone gets a shout out on this channel. I read out everyone's comments. Test me. See if I read your comments out. Carl said, so when you carry a 3-inch blade, do you have a reason for that? Well, the thing is, I don't normally. I wouldn't carry one. It's hard to explain, but I would never carry a 3-inch blade in any situation where I thought I could get done for it, or it wouldn't be reasonable. You know what I mean? Any other time, it'd be like down the woods or something, or some situation where I know it's never going to be an issue. For instance, if I get attacked, I'll tell Ben Stokes I love him, then I'll be safe. But yeah, the issue with the reason for having one, it's quite a difficult one to explain why you're carrying it. I've accidentally took a block knife into a police station once and had it found in my pocket. But luckily didn't get done for it. I was going in for questioning, and it was my birthday, and I'd be cutting off the labels on my bloody jeans and put the block knife in my pocket. Went into the police station to be interviewed, but they had to search me. Found it. I lost my bloody knife, but nothing else came of it, though, at least. Scott Hanson said, is that a Browning 2-2 behind you? No. Which one? Nylon, right? Like you said, from Canada here, just popping by to see how the rest of the Commonwealth is faring. Nice one. What made you come over here, Nylon? Was it the title? I'm just curious because I'm getting a lot more viewers than normal, and I wondered why people came. Is it the VE day in the title? Well, thank you for coming over and saying hello, Nylon. I appreciate it. Carl says, sorry, that sounded like I was being a smart ass. Didn't mean to. Nah, it's all right, Carl. It's hard to answer that, though, but I know what you mean. Well, you don't need a reason. The thing is, technically, you don't need a reason, but sometimes you do. Technically, you don't need a reason. Object History said, those little X-Acto knives pens are slim ones. Plastic cover that comes right off when you whip it out your pocket, easy to go. Nolan said, I was watching Paul Harrell and the algorithm sent me by. Maybe that's, I don't know what it is, Nolan, but something in the algorithm smiled on me tonight, and I had 300 people watching, and that's a lot for me. I normally have about 30. So yeah, thank you for letting me know, Nolan. I appreciate that. Bruce said, Michael, I wear steel toe cap docs on a daily basis. If I were to use these on self-defense, what if I were to use these on self-defense basis? I don't know. I don't know with boots because they're, you're wearing them for your work, aren't you? Yeah, Liam. And he says, see, told you Paul Harold did good videos, right? Yes, isn't it? That's a SIM card with a pencil sharpener blade on them. Fuck's sake. You're not going way into the illegal. I'm just letting people say it now, but some of you your ideas aren't that brilliant for the UK laws. And by the way, if there are any new viewers watching and you're wondering why these are pictures, everything behind it is really there. It's just I cover it up for the live streams for the YouTube's new laws. Not nice laws, rules. Carl said the staff is the best UK legal thing to carry, but may draw attention in urban areas and learn to use it. Yes, very good point. But I do like them kind of things, Carl. Staffs and like big walking sticks, really, because you basically got like something almost like a baseball bat on you, like this thing. But yeah, if you don't quite look right or you're in the wrong situation, or you know what I mean, yeah, it can draw attention. But at the same time, there's not a lot they can do anyway. So as said, shit yourself horrible, and I doubt anyone would want to be near you. Exactly. Yeah, I'm still on, Henry. I might even go to 12:30 with this amount of viewers on. Yep, just have a limp. I love those banners concealing all the weapons that are actually there. Yeah, a lot of people say to me, "Oh, I just realised that's pictures," and then I have to keep getting up and showing them. I suppose they can be, Carl. He said, aren't those metal bottles pretty flimsy? When they've got water in them, though, they're solid as fuck because the water sort of, can't think of the word, but fills the cavity, stops it caving in, and adds a lot of weight as well. Pulling all nighter, I could do. I have to be quiet though. Alex said, I'll be asleep at the keyboard if we keep going like this. Bruce says, see Mike is a class guy. Say, fuck Henry Hoover. Scott said, do a Steve Martin and pee yourself with a shopping cart. Freddie said, I got pulled by the police for carrying a cricket bat or a bag. They let me go. I was the wrong person they were looking for. I was a kid with a bag. Oh, right. Yeah. I said I had to lay in this morning, so no rush for me to go to bed. Nice one. Yeah, I don't mind doing it. As long as I'm not so loud when I'm sober. I can do a late one when I'm sober because I can be quiet. Just after 12, I'm going to have to be a little bit quiet because obviously people might be going to bed. But then it is a weekend saying that. I think most people have been going to bed quite late recently, like 1 o'clock. I can always look out my window, see if the conservatory light's on. Object History said, my son's tired of waiting on me to play football with him. See you later, Robert. It was good having you on, mate. Appreciate it. It was nice having like a longer chat than normal. I know sometimes you don't get on for very long. I'll watch your recent videos soon. See you later, mate. Have fun. Nolan said, is it true to hunt in your farmland? You're required to have a silencer. Silencers are illegal in Canada. I nearly fell over when I heard you lot needed them. Smart, really. Actually, we don't have to. You can hunt without them, but and I don't know. Like, I assume you mean like small game and pest control and that. I think it's just they just do it because I have a cousin who does pest control on a farm and sort of hunting small game, and he has a 410 with a fully silenced barrel. The whole barrel is a silencer suppressor. Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. You don't have to, but most people do because it's easier. Brian said, taking dog out after your stream. It's late. Gout plays up. Bloody hell, I hope you don't get the old gout coming on, Brian. Yeah, I thought mine was coming back, but I've took steps to stop it. But yeah, you don't have to over here, do you, Carl? But I know a lot of people do because it's just easier, isn't it? Alex said, is that a spare room study you're in, or do you sleep surrounded by weapons? My bed is just here. Not that thing, that's my sofa, but just like here is my bed. So yes. That said, Nylon, I've been to Alberta. What a place. Love your country. Carl said, most of the time, but not all the time. Brandon, most of the people nowadays are scared of 308 shots and stuff like that. That's why. Weapons, I've said, yeah, you can confirm I've visited Mike twice. Yeah, that's my sofa. My bed's there. My dartboard's there. If you watch my vlog, you'll actually see a bit of it. Yeah, door is just there. Friendly, let's see a bed cake. Yeah, TV for the PS4 is there. That way. I have to point the camera down now because it's confusing everyone. There's my bed. And then at the end of my bed, there's you lot. Is a desk. Yes, God bless Britannia. Bed cam. Yeah. Well, that's what this is for. As soon as this stops, whether that camera's plugged in or not, I know if it's not plugged in, it's safe, but that goes on. Because I do not want a bed cam. Luckily, though, that's not it's never put on my bed anyway. If watch my vlog that I put on today, and you'll actually see me filming this part of my room that you don't normally see. That as soon as the bed chat come off, I thought, here we go. This ain't gonna end good. Fuck's sake. That's all. I've been in bed with Mike. Well, actually, I'm still convinced Liam sleeps on his bed frame full of masks. Yeah. Yeah. They're always saying to me about his bloody bedroom. I've got to say, it's not my bedroom anymore. Moments with Dr. Rowley. Good morning. Yeah, how are you? Scott said, wife is making fish and chips. Gotta go, thanks. See you later. There you go. See, it always comes up. Let's not start that. Lila said, thanks for clearing that up. Yeah. You're welcome to Manitoba if you're ever over this way. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah. We'll have to hit you up if we do. But yeah, if you're not a regular, feel free to subscribe. I do sort of weapon videos all the time, more UK weapon based, but I make things. I made, these are some of the projects I make. I'm always making weapons. Yes, Mr. Dr. Rowley, good to see you on. Don't forget to subscribe. These are some of the things I made. Do some body armor tests, crossbow stuff. Yeah, it's not essential that we use science over here, but a lot of people do because of the nature of where you're shooting, I suppose, built up areas and that. That was a nylon, my cuz, like in BC, runs a survival school. Franny said, Mike sells crossbow bolts if you're interested in nylon. Don't mess with this, G. Yeah. I might have to run downstairs in a minute, get some water. I don't know if I've got any up here. I've got a little bit, but I'm getting quite a dry mouth. Moments with Dr. Odie said, host, I would like to invite everyone to watch my video about COVID-19. I just want to help. That's fine, I don't mind. Yeah. Well, there's your shout out. Go and watch Dr. Rowley's video after this. That's fine, but we talk about, COVID and that sometimes. My streams are more of just having a general talk and a sort of laugh about things. Otherwise I get aggravated. Like I did earlier. But yeah, but other people's streams that are dedicated to that kind of thing, yeah. And I've never seen a crossbow bolt in real life. Well, as I say, I can show you some, but not in real life. Here's a couple of pistol crossbow bolts, homemade ones, full size ones. Not that that's in real life still. Fred said most of the UK hates guns, so if you hear a gunshot, police will be straight on their way. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, shooting over here is not like a common sort of, people get scared if they hear shooting in an area where they're not used to it. Ron said, it's like if you hit the spotted owl over here, you hide the body and never speak about it. It is quite human. I'm quite hot at the minute. Nolan said, hey, quick thoughts on Ray Mears. I grew up watching. I like Ray Mears. Yeah, I'm quite a fan of Ray Mears. I own quite a few of his books. Watched nearly everything he's ever done on the telly. Yeah, I like Ray Mears. He's good. If you went out with Ray Mears, if you're stuck in a survival situation with Ray Mears, within a day, you'd have a nice shelter and some really nice fucking gourmet shit to eat in some nice carved wooden bowls and spoons. If you got stranded with Bear Grylls, within the 3 days, you'd be drinking your own piss and eating cow shit. No, I like Bear Grylls as well, but I'd rather be stuck with Ray Mears any day. Less drink piss. It said, those are shoes. Stupid question, but what is the difference between a crossbow bolt and an arrow? I'm not 100% sure why some are called bolts and one are arrows. I think it's because the bolts on crossbow bolts originally didn't have fletchings, the flights, and then they've just evolved to make they've evolved and they look more like arrows now, but they've just kept the name because they look more like an arrow now, don't they? Freddie said, so if you're using a loud gun, ring 101. Yeah, no warning. Freddie said, yeah, I can shoot and he can cook. Him said words out of my mouth. Yeah, Steve Backshaw's all right as well. I like him. Different kind of person, but yeah. Steve says, oh, I opened the door and saw a panda, then a juggler, a couple of stilts, big chicken, some other costume people. Apparently, birthday party down the street. I thought I had bad mushroom be my food. I thought that was going to be a joke then. Fuck's sake. No, I said Bear Grylls could fall out of another alley as far as I care. That was a Bush Tucker Man, yeah. Bush Tucker Man as well. Tactical, yeah. Bush Tucker Man was the person who got me interested in survival and bushcraft in the first place. And Bush Tucker Man for me will always be the original. Yeah, I love Bush Tucker Man. He said, Bush Tucker man for me. Fuck, don't care about utensils, but no, I will have plenty of that thing. We don't mention this later. Yes, exactly. Carl said, bear frills. That bloke is dangerous with the shit he does. Yeah, I agree with you, Carl. Definitely. It's entertaining, but if you did that in real life, you'd be fucked over. Oh, and another one, right? My two originals, Carl, that way. My two originals that I gave me the sort of love for survival stuff is John Lofty Wiseman, SAS Survival Handbook. Yeah. The first one I ever discovered, though, was Bush Tucker Man. And then through the Bush Tucker Man, we found the SAS Survival Handbook. And John Lofty Wiseman, ex-SAS. If there's ever a man who really knows his stuff, it's John Lofty Wiseman, isn't it? Les Stroud, I never really got into. I don't really know a lot about him. Kieran Hall said I had a handgun and I accidentally shot a chicken. So I had some chicken tendies. Nice, good for you, mate. No, yeah, Les Stroud, I don't know a lot about really. Oh, it's all the Bush Tucker Man on YouTube, is it? Yeah, John Lofty Wiseman, though, he really does know his stuff. He's lived it. He's lived that situation, under the gun as well, sort of thing. Where it wasn't just there are people who know a lot of stuff, a lot about stuff, but they've not actually had also the risk of being killed while doing it, whereas John Lofty Wiseman would have. Yeah, Andy McNabb, yeah, he's good. I don't know a lot about him though, but I know he's SAS and that, and Bravo 20 and all that. And Steve Backshaw was an absolute one of my favourites. Legend of a guy, Bush Tucker Man. Not even heard of him. That Bush Tucker Man would be from the 80s, basically. Freddie said, "I wonder who Mark would pick. Probably JDR. No, he would say Bush Tucker Man definitely, and John Lofty Wiseman as well." Bruce said, "Mike, did you ever watch Bad Taste?" Only about 100 times, mate. I used to watch Bad Taste every day. Yeah, I love it. I've got it on DVD behind me. Yeah, I love Bad Taste. Amazing film. Brian said, "Can you do vlogs in the woods soon?" I'll try to. I'll try to. Freddie said, Bear how is shit, but hasn't done it. Knows his shit, but hasn't done it. Steve said he's also written some great fiction books. Yeah, oh, Andy McNabb, yeah. I know you're joking. Yeah, you would think he'd say, "I'll get it down quickly." But, Peter Jackson's Bad Taste. If you're not seeing that, you're missing out on life, mate. Yeah, and it's Peter Jackson who did the Lord of the Rings. Can't say Andy Macduff. Johnny Goose said, "Canada is a crap country now." Do you come from Canada, Johnny? Tactical, did you check out Filthy Roots and Clapback? Not yet, no. Lawrence said, "I'm off now. Happy to come across the stream, subbed, and I'll catch you later. Long live the Queen." So what we're supposed to say. I think we are, yes. Thank you, Nylon. See you later, mate. Cheers for watching and subbing. Take care, and we'll see you in another one. Hopefully. Steve said I'll have to look for that. Yeah, it was Peter Jackson's. I don't know if it was his. I think it was his first film, or he may have done something else before that wasn't like a proper film. But pretty sure that's Peter Jackson's first film, like privately funded sort of thing. They did it on like 20 grand. He did everything in it. Wrote it, directed it, produced it, done the fucking special effects for it, built after guns. But yeah, really good. Fred said Matt would be able to survive by himself. He can trap with ease. He's very intelligent with that. Yeah, Matt would find that all right, I think. But the problem is, like, we can all. It's practice, basically. The more you practice something, the better you are at it. You know what I mean? And the more second nature it comes. Who else is off? Is anyone else off? If they're off, see you later. Yeah. Brain Dead's the other one. Carl said Bear Grylls did it for the money, doing stupid stuff. He was in, Territorial Army 21 SES, wasn't he? Yeah. Yeah. That's it, Carl. Have you ever had a Brain Dead? If you haven't seen, the follow up to that is even better. Or in America, this is called Dead Alive, I think. From the director of Bad Taste, Peter Jackson, Brain Dead. That's like, for me, the ultimate zombie film. And you know how Shaun of the Dead claims to be the first rom-com romantic zombie comedy? This is actually the first one. I like Shaun of the Dead, though. It's excellent film. Yeah, Filthy Rich and that's on YouTube. I've seen it on there. Tax said, never had a bad taste. Another one for the list. Freddie said, some of his traps I look and go, how the fuck can I do that? Ron said, did you hear about the girl dressed up as a Star Wars stormtrooper held at gunpoint by the police in Canada? Yes, I did. Only through, was it Liam's stream or one of mine? I'll be honest, Freddie, I'm not all that at making traps either. Stug, you alright, mate? Good to see you on. Freddie said Bear was pissed on his hand by a celebrity because he was stung by a jellyfish. That's his House of 200 Corpses. Yeah, Rob Zombie. I've not seen that one. I've not seen a lot of Rob Zombie stuff. Carl said, 21 was Artist Rifles. Bruce said, I kick ass for the lot. Yeah, that is an amazing scene. That's fucking like hilariously laugh out loud, belly laughing that when he's kicking them fuckers in the head, doing his karate. But yeah, if I was going to recommend two films for you, Bad Taste is a little bit dated now and the effects, but if you watch it for what it is, which is like a homemade film, it's amazing for a homemade film. Whereas Brain Dead's a proper film. But essentially that, Brain Dead, Bad Taste is essentially 5 or 6 mates making a film. But they made it so good, it's become like fucking cult classic. Liam Weapons and Stuff says, so weird Jackson did those, then Lord. Yeah, bizarre, ain't it, when you think about it? Have you ever seen Meet the Feebles? That's worth watching. That is basically the Muppets, but with sex, drugs, murder, gore, prostitution. Yeah. Meet the Feebles. He did that as well. Yeah. He did some proper type mental films, and then he's gone on to sort of. I wish he'd go back. I wish he would do a remake of this, big budget remake of that would be amazing, but with his old style, you know. Ron said, "I hate Mounties anytime I'm in Canada." But yeah, someone mentioned it on Liam's stream, I think. I have seen 2001 Space. 2001. Yeah. I have seen 2001 Space Odyssey. I really like that. Quite often when I'm drunk, I listen to some music from that and some music that's inspired by it. Alex, a sexy Muppets is something I never knew I needed to see. Yes. Meet the Feebles. Find it out. I've got it in VHS, but I bet you can get it on DVD nowadays. One knows what to buy. Oh, look, we're down to 29 viewers now. Back to normal. Maybe they'd only paid for them to go to 12 o'clock. Yeah, that's it. It must be. Yeah. Freddie said we were talking about the heater. When are we making the movie? I still think I should be sexy hero with a 6-pack. What are you on about, Freddie? That's confused me now. Oh, nice one. Yeah, you did. You did. I remember now. Yes. Yes, I actually remember you doing that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I remember that now. How easy, you might know this, Liam. How easy would it be? There should be analytics in a couple of days that would tell me where most of those viewers come from, wouldn't there? If there is a place where they came from, I'll have to look that up in a couple of days. Oh, well, that's it, Fred. It was just the heater bit. I didn't know what you was on about. But I might have a look in a couple of days. Look in the analytics, see where the views came from. Dak said some Joy Division then, Mike. You would never think Space Odyssey was made in the 60s. No, you're right. You wouldn't. Yeah, I like Joy Division. Yeah. In theory, I might be able to find it, innit? Yeah, I like a bit of Joy Division. Steve Wood said on that soundtrack, the second and third songs are great Halloween music. I only say when I listen to it, I don't listen to a lot of music unless I'm drunk. And when I'm drunk, I'll do like 5 hours worth of just listening to music all night. Fred said, views are views, as long as they mean no harm. That's what I mean. Yeah, it'd just be interesting to see where it came from. But yeah, I'm not bothered. Views are views, isn't it? And this, potentially could bump it up for another time. The more views you get, it helps because it means more people are watching. They'll potentially share it to more people. Do you know what, Bruce? I'm not a massively listened to the Doors. Uh, that's someone I need to get in. Need to listen to. You'll be surprised. There's quite a lot of big sort of groups and that and people I haven't heard. You know what I mean? Up until about 2 years ago, I'd only listened to about two Beatles songs. The Beatles do nothing for me in the slightest. So I deliberately listened to every one of their albums apart from one, which I didn't get around to doing, just so I could say I've listened to them, to say I still don't like them. And it was true, I still didn't. Out of every single one of their songs, I liked one song, and that's the Here Comes the Sun, sung by George Harrison. Because I don't think I like um, Paul McCartney and John Lennon singing in the Beatles. Because I don't mind John Lennon on his own. I don't know. I think it's the Beatles songs. A lot of the Beatles songs are sort of lovey-dovey, weird, and they're a bit I find them a bit fucking sort of rapey. If you listen to the old Beatles songs, it's like, "You're not my girlfriend, but I'm going to make you my girlfriend." Shit like that. Really weird. It was because they were singing to fucking 12-year-old girls, weren't they? I don't know. The Beatles don't do nothing for me though, personally. But I know a lot of people really like them. Going on a tangent there, but Freddie said, I have a 3 hour, 4 minute playlist, 60s, 70s, and handful of 80s. I like the Stones, yeah. Well, yeah, definitely more than the Beatles, anyway. Practice said, I hate this gaming chair. £200. It sounds like I'm having a shuffle every time I move. Carl said, 21 SAS was artist rifles who were formed in World War II. They recruited actors, etc., to work as spies behind the enemy lines. Bloody good at disrupting. So first special forces. I didn't know that, Carl. That's actually, yeah, no, nice one. Just a bit of info. I didn't know that. Slipknot. Peachinator listens to that. Carl said, ever tried playing an instrument? Now I'm terrible at things like that. I can't sing, and I can't. No, I don't know if I'm like tone deaf or something, but no, I'm terrible. I can't even like hear the different sort of. I have got a bad ear though, so maybe that's it. I can't tell the different notes. Fleetwood Mac, yeah, definitely. Pink Floyd again, yeah. Bob Dylan, never massively listened to him, but again, all right. I'm assuming Bruce was on about the Doors as in music. Anyway, was we on about music when that came? But yeah, we were. Boiling in here, man. I'm going to struggle to sleep tonight. Should sleep quite well, though. Don't know whether. No, I'm not going to. I don't know whether I should delete the beginning of this video. Fucking skin fruit. Carl said, I really enjoy playing an instrument. Zed said to Carl, I can't really play an instrument, but occasionally I enjoy the fiddle of my organ. I do like the Who, the frugal videographer. How you doing, mate? Yeah, I do like the Who. Yeah. Bruce Springsteen again. I'm not massively listened to. Now the Smiths, I've listened to everything they've ever done. Madness, everything they've ever done. No Doubt, everything they've ever done. Oasis, everything they've ever done. Stereophonics, most of it. Who else? The Cure. Morrissey on his own. Who else? Who else was there? Travis. Travis was quite good. Spice Girls. Nah, joke. Although I do listen to Spice Girls when I'm drunk because it takes me back to when I was like 16, like perfectly. If you ever want to reminisce, two things to take you back somewhere: smells and music, in my opinion. I don't mind a bit of country music, Carl. We've been listening to quite a bit of country music lately because it was what my dad used to listen to. So that's all I've heard lately. I did not know Prince tried to murder Michael Jackson by running him over. Who wouldn't love a Spice Girl? Tactical. We were going to say who our favourite Spice Girl is now. That's changed over the years. But my music tastes are very, random. Carl said, I remember you saying you like westerns. You should listen to Marty Robbins. He makes awesome cowboy songs. I'll check that out, Carl. Comment that on one of my videos and I'll look it up. Yeah, I do like westerns. Friends, I probably told you this. I use old music to remember my life, like the Stones and Simon and Garfunkel. Nice one. Alex said, my favourite was Slutty Spice. Which one was that? There's all of them in it. Carl said, I feel the need for an egg banjo. Good night, stay safe. Good night, Carl. Take care, mate. Yeah, that was a good chat tonight. I'll be off soon anyway, about 10 minutes. So, yeah. See you later, mate. Alex said, I'm sure that was one. There's Sporty Spice, Scary Spice, Posh Spice, Ginger Spice, and Scary Spice. Yeah. Slightly Spice was all of them. That's probably Ginger Spice, but fucking Jerry Halliwell. Dad said, my favourite Spice Girl. Whichever one was caterwauling bitches, pops her clogs first. Fuck's sake, yeah. Alex said, more of a Twitch joke, that, sorry. Fuck's sake. Sometimes they go straight over my head as well. But they was all pretty slutty. Yeah, I like a bit of Neil Diamond. We've been listening to a bit of Neil Diamond lately as well. All right, that's there off of EastEnders, isn't it? Did you really? Tactical, nice one. I'm going to check that, see if that's. Yeah, it was, yeah, off of EastEnders, yeah. Nice one. Ryan said, Power Rider, what a film. Clint Eastwood did his pickaxe handle. Have I got that on DVD? Yeah, I have, yeah. More westerns are up there. Silk said, can't beat a bit of happy hardcore. 90s happy hardcore. Yeah, that would bring back days. That would bring back the old days to me. Yeah, that kind of music, all of that kind of stuff from the 90s. Because like 1995, I would have been 15. So anything on from like 94 to later was my sort of height of that kind of, you know, drugs and booze and doing things you shouldn't be doing. No, I ain't had a famous girlfriend. As I said, I've never had a famous girlfriend. An infamous one, maybe. Watching cricket brings me back memories, feeling like the last game was in 1995. Fuck's sake, Freddie. You wouldn't have even been born then, would you? Well, you're young, Freddie. You've got plenty of time for girlfriends. It still counts, tactical. It still counts. Carl said, that's something I don't get why they use hickory handles, but for bats and battens they use ebony and such. Don't know, maybe it's because it's a tool handle. Maybe it's strong, inexpensive wood. I don't know. You can't see this, but I've got a pickaxe in here. Won't be able to get it down. You see that? Can't quite see it on the board because the crossbow's sticking it up. Yeah, but I know what he's trying to say. He's saying why don't they use hickory for bats and battens if it's so good, or if ebony and that is so good, why don't you use that for tool handles? Yeah, I know what you mean. That's what you're getting at. You can't understand why they use hickory for tool handles, you know, what that people use to hit people with, but then when they do battens, they pick something else. Do you reckon it's, yeah, I think it's that expensive, probably. You're right. Did I check out the gearhead knife? I think I did. Pretty sure I did, Carl. I'll check it out now. Now there's not so many people on. Oh yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Mantis gearhead. What kind of price is that? I bet that's expensive, isn't it? Right, while I'm here, I'm going to go on my emails quickly. See if I've got that tracking number from. Oh shit! I can't remember where I bought it from now. I'm going to check them tracking numbers we was on about earlier. I'll be off in a minute, by the way. No, I'll have to watch a video. I looked up a picture then. Yeah, that's it, Carl. I knew that's what you was getting at. You'd think it'd be good for both, wouldn't you? Ron said because hardwood like hickory is expensive, it doesn't go to China. I'll have a look up a video later, Carl. Right, I just want to check some emails quickly, see if I've got a email from fucking hell, what is it? Blades UK. Oh, no, I haven't got a tracking number from Blades UK. No, Blades UK I haven't. What was the other one? And the Heine Haynes. No fucking tracking number for them either. Fuck's sake. Right, said lignum vitae. Not sure spelling. I know what you mean. They use for pad truncheons down to judges' hammers. What was the other place I said I got some stuff from? Oh, Prepper's Shop. I haven't got a message. I ain't even got an email from Prepper's Shop. It does say that they are taking a week to send the stuff out there. That's weird. I haven't actually had an email from Prepper's Shop. I wonder if they've got my fucking order. They took the money. I'm sure they did. I'll have to check this later. Fraser, can you make a video on making a machete from scratch? Yeah, I'd have to, if I could get the blank metal, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure, Liam. Now we've spoke about it. I've questioned it. I'm gonna have to check my emails properly now. It does say they'd take a week to dispatch, so yeah, Prepper Shop took the money out on May the 4th. But it does say um it does say on the website it might take a week to send the stuff out or whatever. You know what I mean? Delayed to dispatch it, you know what I mean? Thing is, I've got so many I've got like 6 email accounts, so I can't remember which one I gave them. I could show you a way to make a hole in metal, Freddie, without a drill. I know you got a cordless drill, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if Prepper Shop hasn't even sent that stuff out yet. Let me check my archive. Fuck knows. That's 6 emails. You called me for a few accounts. That's it, Steve. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. I'm waiting for from Prepper's Shop 3 packets of bolts and 2 machetes from Blades UK, a Fairbairn Sykes replica dagger, and Henny Haynes, whatever it is, a Bowie machete and a Bowie blade blank. Yeah, I'm going to go off in any second now, Zed. So see you later, mate. Fucking knackered, to be honest. Carl said, you think you could do a 24-hour survival video, Mike? Of just you and maybe Matt. I would like to do something like that. It was the cheap one they had, tack, on Blades UK with the brass handle, because my good one is going into the display case now. So I just want to replace that one with like a cheap one. It's not one of the better ones you can get, but I didn't really care. You know what I mean? Because I've got a proper one. It's just so that there's something up there that looks like that. Yeah, cheers for watching, everyone. It's a shame all those 300 people didn't fucking like the stream, isn't it? Bastards. Right, I should be on tomorrow, but I might not be on till late because I've just realised something. I haven't got to do something, but I was planning on doing something around 8 o'clock, which may go on for a couple of hours. So I might not be on tomorrow till 10, but I don't mind doing 10 till late again tomorrow. Yeah, it's all right when it's ready. Apart from me getting in the mood for a bit, but you know that's life with me at the minute. you should see how I am at the minute normally. Yeah, if I wanted to get a good one, tack, I would get something like that, Wilkinson towards one. But just because I just wanted something to replace that one, so it still looks the same on the board. So I just got I think it was like a 20 quid one. It's a 30 quid one with brass handle. Carl said, "What's a good Fairbairn Sykes handle replica you can get at a good price?" I'm not sure. They're about 50 quid. Richard, you weren't angry at me, so who gives a fuck? Yeah, exactly. Right. I better go because I had enough. No, I haven't really, but I've got to go. Because I've got to clean up all this shit now. I might just pile it on the sofa and do it in the morning. All right, thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Yeah, sorry to the other people, you lot. Sorry to you lot for getting in a bit of a funny mood, but you know what I mean. I'll see you later. Good night, everyone. I'm going to check my emails, see if I've got a tracking number for my stuff. Good night.